in the Cred power play contest, but paying your credit card bills on the Cred app during that power play period. 6 overs at the start of each innings, pay your bills on the Cred app, and you will be delighted at what's on offer. Well worth getting online and checking it out. All balls gone in the third over. Padikkal on strike. Bowled in! Oh, what a strike early on that is! An in-form batsman. The castle and the ramparts, we could say, have been raided.
Well, he was looking to stand and deliver. Very little movement of the feet, you can see that. Hardly any movement of the feet. Looking to play on the up, the balls come back in just a little bit. Reaching that gap between bat and pad. Padikkal gone for 5, it's 13 for 1.
क्या बात है, इतना खुश हो रहा है?
सैलरी क्रेडिट होने वाली खुशी है सर।
तो खर्चने के पहले इन्वेस्ट करो।
म्यूचुअल फंड्स में ही करना है, बट शुरुआत कहाँ से करूँ पता नहीं।
मैच खेलने से पहले क्या करते हो?
नेट प्रैक्टिस।
उसी तरह म्यूचुअल फंड में शुरुआत ओवरनाइट फंड से करो। सही है ना?
हाँ सर, सही है।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
डन। डन। भाई कैसे कर रही है?
नया जिलेट गार्ड 3 3 ब्लेड्स के साथ जिलेट गार्ड 3।
इसका खेल लंबा चलेगा, पर मरीनो बैक्टीरिया से प्रोटेक्ट करेगा। मरीनो लैमिनेट्स, ब्यूटीफुली स्ट्रॉन्ग।
पापा स्टॉप! आ करो।
जर्म्स को ना करो।
नया कोलगेट वेद शक्ति माउथ प्रोटेक्ट स्प्रे।
It's a good delivery that's got Padikkal, by the way, a little in-swinger. Invariably, Sharma does swing the ball. He bangs it in at the Indian captain. Not letting him get that nice stride in that often sets him up in an innings. 13 for 1.
अगली साल हम भी मनाएंगे।
लिखो।
फोन मस्त है।
सुनो, हैप्पी दिवाली।
किसी की लाइफ में दिवाली बनो। Oppo F17 Pro Diwali Edition. Be the light to spread the light.
Holder to continue. There's no way that the ball goes down there and doesn't get punished by the umpire. Unlike Jason Holder. This is good bowling. Bit of late swing, expansive stroke, the old gap left, the gate as they called it, between bat and pad. And the rest is sound and sight. Philippine 9 from 10 balls, just the one boundary in that. Certainly not looking like an easy pitch to score quickly on if the bowling is tidy. The career of a remarkable player, almost 6,000 runs, strike rate of 131. That's a lot of matches too, 190 matches in the IPL. Picked up in those early days by Royal Challengers and stayed with them ever since. A slip comes in for Virat Kohli. And there's certainly two here. He's lightning quick between the wickets, and he's out there with a whippersnapper too, so there'll be plenty of ones made into twos even on this small ground.
Doesn't take too long to get set. Virat Kohli. Here do you see the difference in experience between these two batsmen. Philippi has hit a lot of balls for not much runs, doesn't even try to run at times in the balls, dropping short of fielders, but experience between these very keen to rotate strike from the start. Nifty wrists, 2 on the leg side, then doesn't really connect the next ball well, but he's off and running. It's a good lesson for Philippi from the other end to follow.
Just thinking what a thing it must be for Philippi. You know, he gets picked up in the auction and ends up out in the middle with guys like Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers. Can you imagine the thrill in that?
Absolutely, the thrill and the opportunity in that for him to learn and grow both as a cricketer and individual, understand not just how he plays on the field but also what it takes to become successful in terms of all the support work that he does, the fitness work, the analysis, just the thinking around what makes you a cricketer.
Yeah, it's a good call. Oh, little fumble, costing a single. Yeah, the preparation, of course, is much a part of the learning, isn't it? Getting ready to play big games, and just rubbing off these guys. You're a young guy and you've got an opportunity of a lifetime. You want to stick as close to them as you can. Hang on to their coattails, as they say. There's the field. No slip now for Philippi, only for Kohli in this over. Gave it a good thump over mid-off. He's done well to get it there. There's something of a sort of a tennis shot in that. The ball never got to him, so he went after it. 24 for 1.
ओए, फैमिली मिस कर रहा है मतलब? हम तेरी फैमिली से कम है क्या? हाँ?
फैमिली हो तो फैमिली से रेंट नहीं लेना चाहिए ना अंकल?
चीता ने टीचर को चीटर बोला है, टीचर ने चीता को चीटर बोला। चीता ने टीचर को चीटर बोला है, टीचर ने चीता को चीटर बोला। चीता ने टीचर को चीटर बोला है, टीचर ने चीता को चीटर बोला। बना डालो अपना टंग ट्विस्टर। Do the hashtag tongue twister challenge और अपलोड करो जोश ऐप पर and win prizes up to 25 lakh rupees every week.
Trying to get some momentum into the ball. Skipper Kohli. Sangakkara is still with us, and Anjum Chopra is coming alongside.
Thanks, Dooley. Yeah, he's not found the going very easy, Josh Philippi. Some intelligent bowling as well from Sandeep Sharma. He's held the ball back. He knows exactly that if he doesn't want to offer pace to the bat, he'll have to use all the strength. And it's never easy to hit Sandeep Sharma with the swinging ball. He's pulled a brilliant delivery to get rid of Devdutt Padikkal. And he's been a consistent performer for the Sunrisers.
This kind of a start, Julie, into their 5th over. If they don't get a few boundaries here, puts an enormous amount of pressure on Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers and people coming up next to get the team to a pass score, which we know is about 170, 175.
Yeah, I think keeper coming up to the stumps now. So hard, just deciding to put the helmet on, up to the stumps. Sure that Kohli and Josh Philippi stay in the crease. It just gives Sandeep Sharma more freedom. Little hand on that, brilliant hand as well. Save 2. Kane Williamson.
Yes, very, very important, especially because Sandeep Sharma bowls such a tight line.
Yeah, nice setup here too, Anjum, and the setup to depth up Parikar. Just have a look at the action and the ball going across, and then that one there, just a change of action as well. It's ever so slightly. Just gets a little more round arm to try and bring the ball back in, rather than that arm touching his right ear to bowl the away swinger. Oh yes, there it is, the one that goes away again. It's straight to Kane Williamson, who pouches it, and he has bagged Virat Kohli now for the 7th time in IPL history.
A brilliant bit of bowling. He's held his nerve, he's held his line, and he's held his length. He's done this year after year in the IPL, and he goes to show how effective he is with the new ball in hand. Great field set as well, great move bringing the wicket keeper up. Overall, brilliant captaincy by David Warner, and brilliant bowling by Sandeep Sharma. He's never been over ambitious, never tried to be anything other than what he's good at, never tried to do too much, and he gets Virat Kohli for the 7th time in the IPL. RCB 28 for 2.
As a counseling psychologist for children, I believe that everyone can help someone. When my plans for higher studies changed, I found an opportunity on LinkedIn to restart my career. To me, it's not just a job, it's who I am.
जीते चाहे कोई भी रंग, यारी जश्न मनाती है, यारी हर रंग जिताती है। सबसे चैंपियन यार मेरे, जाने क्यों नहीं कह पाती है। गले लगा के यारों को कह दो ना यूं ही एक बार, नंबर 1 अपनी यारी, तू मेरा नंबर 1 यार।
है ना? कॉलेज का है ना? भैया, दीदी के शादी में धूम मचानी है।
अरे लेकिन पहले अच्छा मैच तो दिखाओ।
टीवी से लेकर 2 व्हीलर लोन पे धमाकेदार डील्स विद HDFC बैंक फेस्टिव डील्स, अब ऑल इज पॉसिबल।
चीज़ी पिज्जा के ऊपर यमी सॉसी पास्ता, यानी फर्स्ट टाइम एवर पास्ता ऑन पिज्जा। डोमिनोज पास्ता पिज्जा।
बर्जर सिल्क, ब्रीथ इजी, ये ग्लैमरस है और मेरे घर को भी प्रोटेक्ट करता है बैक्टीरिया, वायरस और पोल्यूशन से।
To hit big shots. Parikar was playing so well, but pressure always tells.
I hope he goes straight away and he could pick up a single down to third man. Well, 7th time, we mentioned it, Sandeep Sharma has picked up Virat Kohli and now dismissed him more than anyone else, Sanjum.
It was a shot for Virat Kohli. He would hit that 10 times out of 10. But this time, he's found Kane Williamson on the way. It was on the up. He just wanted to hit it too hard. Isn't he ecstatic?
Almost got himself in a tangle there too, didn't he? Williamson, he wanted to go fingers down and then he was fingers up, and then he was just all about crocodile. I'll just grab hold of it any way I can. Brilliant over. Well done. 29 for 2.
हाय।
पापा ने बोला इस महीने का रेंट।
एटीएम नहीं जा पाए।
पापा कह रहे थे कि पेटीएम कर दो।
मैंने पेटीएम केवाईसी भी नहीं करवाया।
अरे ना, पेटीएम केवाईसी चाहिए ना वॉलेट, बस मोबाइल नंबर डालो और पैसे सीधे आपके बैंक अकाउंट से पापा के बैंक अकाउंट में। हो गया।
कैशबैक।
तो कॉफी आपकी तरफ से।
ये भी पापा ने बोला। पेटीएम करो।
और डू योर थिंग इंस्टाग्राम रील्स।
आटा गूंदना सीख गए तो रोटी बनाकर रुको मत, जरा बेसन से हाथ मिला, तरह तरह के पकोड़े बनाओ, बस रुकना। हम भी कहाँ सिर्फ तेल तक रुके, दाल, चावल, आटा, बेसन, सोया बड़ी और बहुत कुछ। आपका वही फॉर्चून अब एक नए अवतार में।
iAutoFocus selfie camera for super clear pictures, even from a distance. Delight every moment. Vivo.
Natarajan into the attack. Starts well too. Key to this surface will be bowling nice and straight, giving no width, taking pace off now and then as well.
We spoke earlier about how important the opening combination is and the first 6 overs. Sunrisers Hyderabad have been brilliant in the first 6. If you take all the sides that are doing really well in terms of batting first or second, one or both their openers are consistent They remain the same pretty much through the tournament, and both perform at various times. And when, as a batting side, your opening pair is always inconsistent in terms of changing who opens with whom, or they're not successful, it becomes really hard for you to drive big totals, especially on difficult wickets. Attitude and intent counts for a lot, and also the support that one gives the other. Today, there was a lot of pressure brought on Devdutt Padikkal, who's been batting so well because of the inability of Philippe to rotate the strike. That made Devdutt Padikkal take a very big risk. And when Kohli came in as well, it was imperative that he was actually looking for boundaries right from the start. So this is a very important part that RCB needs to figure out.
Yeah, emerging player award, Devdutt Padikkal on that list as well. Man who's been dismissed tonight. Performances of the season. IPLT20.com/polls to vote. Paul Samada's there. Abhishek as well. Josh Philippe. And Washington Sundar, who's been so good inside the power play with the ball. Another thing we talked about, and Kumar and I talked about it at the toss, Sanjum, was Kolkata Knight Riders, 3 wickets down inside the first 3.5 overs, and then Chennai Super Kings 5 wickets down inside the power play in the last 2 games, batting first on the surface. That's been really tough going.
You take the change round in fortunes for the Rajasthan Royals. Last 2 games, the openers, or one of them, always fired, and fired big. Mumbai, consistently the openers scoring runs quickly, consistently. Delhi struggles now because they haven't had a consistent opener. Prithvi Shaw has struggled, Ajinkya Rahane has struggled. Every time Shikhar Dhawan has got out early as well, so many sides struggling with their opening partnership. That's Devdutt Padikkal going too hard at the ball. And then, of course, all-important Virat Kohli gone. Caught Williams in a short extra cover. Brilliant bowling it has been from this young man, Sandeep Sharma.
Yeah, he's been very consistent each game, game after game. 3 overs, 2 wickets already for Sandeep Sharma. Six over bowled, 30 for the loss of 2 wickets. RCB.
कहते हैं कि जिसने बचाना सीख लिया उसने जीना सीख लिया। सोने से पहले सब कुछ करो ऑफ। यू नो, ओवर चार्जिंग का रहता है खौफ। ये कॉमन कनेक्शन हम सब में सच है। बचत हमारी रग रग में है, इसलिए पॉलीकैप बिजली बचाता है और पर्यावरण भी। पॉलीकैप, कनेक्शन का, कनेक्शन जिंदगी का।
मैगी मसाला अनियन पोहा, चुनिंदा चावल से बने पोहे, भुने प्याज और जायका खास मसालों का सब है इसमें। तो बस गरम पानी डालें, मिलाएं और सिर्फ 4 मिनट में तैयार मैगी मसाला अनियन पोहा फ्रॉम नेस्ले।
मेरे दोस्त ने मुझे एमपीएल के बारे में बताया और एमपीएल में पूल मेरा सबसे फेवरेट गेम है। एमपीएल की जीत से मैंने अपने दोस्तों के साथ गोवा ट्रिप प्लान।
Now from mpl.live.
Introducing Byju's classes. तो आज ही ट्रायल क्लास बुक करो. Visit byjus.com. Byju's classes है तो प्रोग्रेस है।
अब क्या डरना?
जी हाँ, जब कैंट का सबसे शुद्ध पानी है तो बीमारियों से क्या डरना?
I recommend MRF ZLX for sheer comfort and long life. MRF ZLX, you can bet on it.
Left arm orthodox of Shahbaz Nadeem.
Just notice one thing about the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Yes, they need to win 2 out of 2 to really stand a chance of qualifying. But their body language looks very relaxed. Every single time they've come out on the field, their energy has been brilliant. They've been fearless. But then you contrast it to maybe the Delhi Capitals now, who seem to be on edge. On 7 out of their first 9 games, and now they look a side that is slightly jittery. RCB, when they play as well, they seem you see that desperation that they have in trying to reach that playoffs and secure a place in that playoff. So I think Sunrisers Hyderabad, this energy is brilliant for them.
Well, they've got their last game at this ground as well, so back-to-back fixtures at this ground for the Sunrisers. They'll know the conditions very well by then, and Mumbai Indians is their last encounter, so it's not going to be easy. Mumbai Indians have qualified. Chennai Super Kings and the Kings 11. It is Abu Dhabi tomorrow, and then the night game, Kolkata and Rajasthan. Well, that's pretty clever from Josh Philippi. That's something he's known for. Typical wicket keeper.
Typical when you say he's tough and he's vital and he's a good player. Is that what you meant by saying typical wicket keeper? Spot on.
I'll just add the onside play to that list. Wicket keepers and the onside play. Typical on that.
Great hair, handsome. What else would you like me to say, Kumar?
Hey, look at the word wicketkeeper in the dictionary. All of these little explanations come up, and a lot of the terms that he used are there. He missed dashing.
I think we'll leave it there. Down or not? Oh, just bounced in front. We'll come back and have a look into the first over. He looks disappointed. First over for Shabazz, 38 for 2.
गिफ्ट पसंद आया?
भाभी थैंक यू सो मच। इसकी क्या जरूरत थी?
दिवाली है।
हैप्पी दिवाली।
हेमा काकी के लिए गिफ्ट लेना तो भूल ही गए।
इस साल भले ही आप सबसे मिल ना पाए, त्योहार की खुशी हर साल जैसे बांटिए। खुशियाँ गिफ्टिंग डेज या करोड़ों प्रोडक्ट्स में चुनिए सबके लिए गिफ्ट्स और पाइए बैंक डिस्काउंट भी। Amazon Great Indian Festival।
आज कौन सा टेस्ट है?
सर वो सडन ब्रेकिंग टेस्ट करना था ना।
ओ तेरी, मैं क्रैश टेस्ट डमी हूँ। डमी नहीं, जान मुझे भी प्यारी है यार। C8 सिक्योरा ड्राइव। बात सेफ्टी की। Don't be a dummy. Switch to C8 सिक्योरा ड्राइव।
ऐसे जिद्दी दाग आपके बजट में निकालने के लिए पेश है नया एरियल परफेक्ट वॉश परफेक्ट प्राइस में। ये साधारण पाउडर के मुकाबले जिद्दी से जिद्दी दाग निकाले सिर्फ एक धुलाई में।
इसका खेल लंबा चलेगा, पर मरीनो बैक्टीरिया से प्रोटेक्ट करेगा। मरीनो लैमिनेट्स, ब्यूटीफुली स्ट्रॉन्ग।
Definite opportunity. He's not one to let this go. He watched it too closely, Shahbaz Nadeem. His hands were too tight, too stiff. No. He'd be thinking, what an opportunity he's let go of. Get AB de Villiers early.
Brilliant Rashid Khan. Only twice in the tournament so far in the 12 games that the Sunrisers have played has he gone for more than 25 in his 4 overs. That is just phenomenal. Vital cog. Playing a miss again.
Incredible, isn't it? And he's showing why he's so good. One of the best batsmen of the short format the world has ever seen, and he's being bamboozled at the minute by Rashid Khan. His variation, his pace, his accuracy, all of it on display. Incredible bowling, isn't it? 3 or 4 deliveries, time after time in 1 over at AB de Villiers.
I'll jump online, have your say. IPL T20.com. What is Rashid's most important skill? Economy or wicket taking? Wide, finishes with a wide. It's a question I asked Pat Cummins the other night. Would he rather 4 for 40 or none for 20? take wickets every time, don't you, Sanka?
Yeah, absolutely. Unless you were defending 20 off your last over.
Good point. Finally gets one through the covers. Should pick up a couple here. And they do, but a tidy start from Rashid. Off the over, it's 42 for 2.
आपके लिए एक स्कूटर से कहीं ज्यादा है। ये सफर है आपकी सफलता का। देखिए, ये हम सफर के साथ का सफर है। इसीलिए हमने बनाया ये नया जुपिटर, जो है हर स्कूटर से ज्यादा। टीवीएस जुपिटर, ज्यादा का फायदा।
आटा गूंदना सीख गए तो रोटी बनाकर रुको मत, जरा बेसन से हाथ मिलाओ, तरह तरह के पकोड़े बनाओ, बस रुकना मत। हम भी कहां सिर्फ तेल तक रुके हैं, दाल, चावल, आटा, बेसन, सोया बड़ी और बहुत कुछ। आपका वही फॉर्चून अब एक नए अवतार में।
ये मैं कर लेता हूँ, तब तक आप ड्रीम
First. Just no pace at all. Rashid quick to the ball, good throw. Excellent running as well. Speaking of running, from one studio to another, Sonny goes going alongside me.
Keeping me fit, Dooley. Keeping me fit. Just sometimes a little bit of a problem. Switching from one language to the other. I know I can get away with a bit of English in the Hindi com box, but here might be difficult to get to Hindi.
Our Dream11 champion fans, group of loyal fans, enjoying the game from the comfort of their own homes, dancing for us, putting on a show and loving the Dream11 IPL. Always great to see fans supporting and watching from anywhere they are. Slow nature of this surface. Yeah. Kohli wanted to bat first. He said at the toss that he would like to bat first because he thinks it'll get even slower and lower, but you're still going to need a score on the board.
Too hard for the fielder to do anything about it. The other point I would say, having watched the last 4 overs sitting outside, is it feels damp already. You know, that humidity, that damp humidity, and that there might be some dew on the outfield. As you say that, the toss didn't seem to bother the Virat. Philippi gives that a smack, doesn't he?
Must have been nice out there. You stayed out for a couple of extra balls.
I only work half days.
Well, what this shot actually also tells you is that, seriously, I think the boundaries need to be lengthened. The straight boundaries are so short, so short. No chance whatsoever. You hit the ball relatively hard, you're going to get a boundary.
I guess the problem, Sonny, is so much stuff now is the other side of the boundary rope, isn't it? With dugouts and cameras and slide-offs and cars. It's difficult to get them back. It's an interesting point, though. They are short boundaries, I have to say, particularly for this modern batting. 9 gone, 52 for 2. It's as if, yep, there we go it. So they'll both want a little review. I suspect it's a see it Tyre's strategic timeout.
अरे आप यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो? 2.5 मिनट का टाइम आउट है, खुशियां घर ले आओ। Amazon Great Indian Festival जो चल रहा है, जहाँ पर है नो कॉस्ट EMI, एक्सचेंज ऑफर, बड़ी डील, सब है। जल्दी करो।
अबे कैच देखा? तुझ में दिमाग नहीं है क्या? भाई 1 टिप 1 हैंड का क्या मतलब होता है? बे यार एक तो आउट नहीं हो रहा, ऊपर से तूने इसको छोड़ के आया। ये तो
Dream11
कितना हुआ?
215।
अरे कुछ तो बड़ा चिंडे चिंडे जॉम्स चिंडे सेफ है फोन पे। ओह चिंडे इधर भी करते जा करते बैठ
फोन पे QR से पे करो, गारंटीड कैशबैक पाओ।
नहीं पहचाना?
अनु दीदी।
अरे यूएस वाली दीदी। आप लोगों ने कभी मामा पापा को मुझे मिस करने का मौका ही नहीं दिया, इसलिए हैप्पी दिवाली।
इस दिवाली आप किसे खुश करेंगे?
इंट्रोड्यूसिंग बायजूस क्लासेस।
गुड इवनिंग।
इंडिया के बेस्ट टीचर्स बच्चों को पढ़ाएंगे, मेंटर्स डाउट सॉल्व करेंगे, और वन-on-one पर्सनल अटेंशन भी देंगे। हाई क्वालिटी वीडियोस तो हैं ही बायजूस ऐप पर। तो आज ही ट्रायल क्लास बुक करो। विजिट byju's.com। बायजूस क्लासेस हैं तो प्रोग्रेस है।
चीज़ी पिज्जा के ऊपर यमी सॉसी पास्ता, यानी फर्स्ट टाइम एवर पास्ता ऑन पिज्जा। डोमिनोज पास्ता पिज्जा।
कुछ स्वाद
कमला पसंद, अनोखा स्वाद।
डन डन। भाई कैसे कर रही?
नया जिलेट गार्ड 3 3 ब्लेड्स के साथ। जिलेट गार्ड 3।
Getting ahead means getting started. I found the support I needed on LinkedIn to start learning again and move closer to my goal. I learned that the best way to move forward is together. Take your next step with LinkedIn.
End of the Seat Tyre strategic timeout. The other thing I'd say about Rashid Khan, us having talked about, is he's got the fastest arm I've ever seen in a spinner, ever. Doesn't really use his left arm much. Fastest arm. This gives him a tremendous amount of energy on the ball because the arm and the wrist are in sync. And the overspin on it is hurrying the batsman. You've almost got to play him like a medium pacer. You can see that he was beaten for pace on a couple of occasions and tried to hit the ball too sport too.
And it's not until you see it in the flesh, Mark, and I know you walked out to have a look at it, and that's one of the things, the MVP, there we go, Rashid Khan, he's on there. Man, we're just talking about 7th on the list, Jofra Archer and KL Rahul at the top, and Bumrah, hasn't he had a great second half of the tournament? Jasprit Bumrah, he has been brilliant. We'll see Yuzvendra Chahal later on tonight.
This is a contest to savour. Maybe he's desperately trying to get away from the ball so that he can use that pace to cut it. There's an element of risk in that, I'd say. The one and only VVS, lucky VVS, Mark knows here to see you, member of this team. You must be very pleased. We got balls from your maestro. You must be very pleased with this start.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, because after winning the toss and electing to field, I think it was very important to take early wickets, especially in the power play. You got informed Devdutt and Virat Kohli, which is probably the most important prize wicket from RCB's point of view. So overall, very pleased with the way we started off. But you know, this is a tough ground to defend runs, and you know that AB de Villiers is a class player. Picking up wickets will be very crucial.
I can't think of anybody have any more ranks than. Is this a fair call?
Yeah, absolutely, you know, sensational. I think not only this year, over the years since the time he's joined the franchise, has been very consistent. And as I mentioned last time when I spoke to you, Mark, his greatness is in the way he thinks, in the way he approaches his bowling. Always aggressive in his mindset, always looking to take the wicket and shows and speaks volumes about his character because he didn't play too many games. He just played the second game in Abu Dhabi, and the way he's calm and straight away struck form, it was fantastic to see him back the way he did in this game.
You've got to win 2 from 2. You've just had a boundary hit off you by a modern master. You've got to win 2 from 2. Do you fancy your chances?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think that's the reason why we play cricket, but I think it's important to stay in the present, not look too much ahead in the future. We are taking one game at a time. It was brilliant to see the way we played the previous game. So at the moment, we are focused totally on this game. Hopefully play to our potential even with the bat, and hopefully we'll get the desired result.
Fantastic to you, VVS. I fear it may hinge on one man out there batting, but Go and concentrate. It's 10 gone, 61 for 2.
Easy ride. Easy ride. Easy ride.
How was your ride?
It was an easy ride.
MRF Milo Grid. Easy ride.
है ना कॉलेज का है ना भैया दीदी के शादी में धूम मचानी है
अरे लेकिन पहले अच्छा मैच तो दिखाओ
टीवी से लेकर 2 व्हीलर लोन पे धमाकेदार डील्स विद एचडीएफसी बैंक फेस्टिव डील्स अब ऑल इज पॉसिबल इंट्रोड्यूसिंग बायजूस क्लासेस तो आज ही ट्रायल क्लास बुक करो विजिट byju's.com
Nadeem definitely trying to get away from the length of the ball, isn't he, all the time?
Yes, and the ball's coming into him. He's anticipating the ball to turn just that little bit. It isn't turning, and therefore he's not quite middling that back foot punch.
That is out of here. Back he went, and away it went. An unacademy cracker of a 6.
The slow nature of the surface here, Sonny, I think dictates staying back in the crease, doesn't it? And then being able to free those arms.
Yes, I think he's read the pitch well now. Takes a little time on the surface, particularly if you come from South Africa, where the pitches have a lot of pace, bounce and carry. But he's bided his time. Now he's opening his shoulders.
Now the pressure's on the bowler. If he dares pitch fuller. Has picked the gap. There was a danger that he picked out a man, but he didn't. He got 2 for it without timing it. He toe-ended it a bit. Nadeem had the common sense to stick with length. The margins are small here. This is tense cricket. They know, don't worry, all those guys in orange and black, they know. Get this man, all things are possible. Have another 10 overs of this man, and that is never good when he's firing on all cylinders. Made 73 not out of 33 balls here, kept hitting it into the road. Do you remember that fun night we had? We talked about the sort of car, the ball bouncing off the cars. Like a ping pong game it was out on that 3-lane road outside the ground. Maybe De Villiers in the list for the Ultras super striker of the season. Kieron Pollard still atop it. Hardik Pandya, Nicholas Paran. Jadeja there too, but AB just slipped back a bit from his pole position as he is out. Oh my goodness me, what a breakthrough that is. Hit it straight to the man, must have had his heart in his mouth. Abhishek is the catcher and the hero.
And a big relief for Shahbaz Nadeem himself, because he dropped a hard catch from AB de Villiers in the previous over. Bowled it flat. He's gone for the big extra cover drive. It's a flat shot, and Abhishek Sharma makes no mistake. That is a big wicket. That is a huge wicket. Shahbaz Nadeem, you can see how delighted he is. 24 of 24 to de Villiers, 71 for 3.
साफ रहना अच्छी बात है।
साफ रहना अच्छी बात है।
Add clothes mid-cycle. Kelvinator washing machine with add garment feature. Kelvinator, ready for anything.
और do your thing, Instagram reels.
ये मैं कर लेता हूँ, तब तक आप Dream11 पे टीम बना लो।
Dream11, make your team now.
Player, we just hit him for 6. We've got a bit more Rashid Khan now to Philippi. Really struggling with that cut stroke against him.
It's always a big dilemma for the captain. Do I give him another over? But now he sees that Philippi hasn't really read Rashid. There's a new batsman at the crease, giving him the extra over.
It's almost as if Rashid Khan's feeding him and saying, you can't play it. You won't score off me with that shot. Good solid catch that. Just kept himself nice and calm, didn't he, out there? Didn't snatch at it, let it come to him. Let it go soft into his hands. Well, that's valuable. 4 wides. Lovely little bonus.
Wrong in from Rashid. Just got the line a little bit wrong.
Because I think he was right. He had bowled 2 leg spinners. Philippi had made room to try and cut. So he was trying to bowl the googly, which would come in and knock the stumps out. That's a fan call for you. What is Rashid's most important skills? Wicket taking. Oh, there he is. Playing and missing again.
He's had 4 of those this over, Nico. Missed the wide as well.
It's a magical thing to watch, isn't it? I mean, you know, we love watching Warney. We love watching wrist spinners. They bring so much to cricket.
We've got another one later on. Chahal.
Yeah, beauty, yeah.
The surface is going to get even slower for Chahal. That's going to suit him.
You wouldn't believe it, would you? Oh, my word. Go Rashid.
Yeah, Manish Pandey on that occasion. He's a super fielder, Manish Pandey, but it's just gone straight to him. Did not have to move. No timing at all from Josh Philippi. Rashid has struck. Spin doing the business at the moment for the Sunrisers. Too easy, that one. Josh Philippi goes for 32 from 31, and it is 76 for 4.
कितना हुआ?
215.
अरे कुछ तो बड़ा शिंदे शिंदे जोम शिंदे सेफ है फोन पे ओह शिंदे इधर भी करते जा चल कर पेमेंट
फोन पे क्यूआर से पे करो, गारंटीड कैशबैक पाओ।
इसे लेके फैंटेसी टीम बनानी चाहिए। प्रॉप बना ले, मैच शुरू हो गया। नॉट पॉसिबल। गेमजी पे सब पॉसिबल है।
अब gamesy.com पे ऐप डाउनलोड करो, खेलो लाइव मैच में 5 ओवर के छोटे कॉन्टेस्ट, पॉइंट्स कमाओ और जीतो बार-बार।
इंट्रोड्यूसिंग बायजूस क्लासेस, तो आज ही ट्रायल क्लास बुक करो। विजिट byju's.com। बायजूस क्लासेस हैं तो प्रोग्रेस है।
चीजी पिज्जा के ऊपर यमी सॉसी पास्ता, यानी फर्स्ट टाइम एवर पास्ता ऑन पिज्जा, डोमिनोज पास्ता पिज्जा।
To do so. Nadeem got the billies. My apologies, off the last ball of the previous over. Such is the drama here. We're all a bit taken aback by it. Even so, Rashid's job is just fantastic over. That really is quite an over. 12 gone, 76 for 4.
शुरू त्योहार हुआ, देखो मेरे यार हुआ, हैप्पी हर हार्ट हुआ, जश्न में मगन, डिजी परिवार हुआ, शोर दमदार हुआ, इंडिया में स्टार्ट हुआ, फिर से लो जश्न।
Enjoy a never-before shopping experience. Join the Jio Fiber movement today. Visit Jio.com now.
What a wonderful setup by the Sunrisers bowlers there. Both the wickets, in fact. Shahbaz Nadeem and then Rashid Khan. And the last one, especially Josh Philippi.
It was almost a desperate shot. He had played and missed of the previous 4 deliveries, had made no connection. He's decided that, look, I'm not going to look like I don't belong here. I'm just going to try and hit my way out of trouble. Well, he got himself into trouble.
I think he just set him up very nicely. The experience of Rashid Khan. And then not such an experienced Josh Philippi. Quality spin. It's never easy, Sangha.
No, it's never easy, especially when you're trying to hit the ball too hard, trying to hit square of the wicket, you're not rotating strikes. So many dot balls in his innings, and the only way he got out of it was playing some risky strokes for boundaries. It was actually quite a good shot in terms of picking up length really quickly, but he wasn't getting any timing throughout his innings, and it proved to be the case, and he hit it straight down mid-wicket's throat. Beautifully bowled by Rashid Khan, both spinners using the surface very well, not bowling too full, giving the ball ample enough time and room to turn.
And good captaincy as well. He knows exactly that, especially with Josh there, it's not going to be easy. Washington Sundar has just come in with a healthy strike at 130. Just the manner in which he's ensured that he gets two spinners, both attacking spinners, in tandem bowling from either ends.
Well, the overs speed by pretty quickly too when you have two spinners bowling their overs so quickly. Rashid generally finishes an over in about 2.5 minutes. Nadeem doesn't take too long either.
Very, very good. Excellent from Sunrisers. Those 2 points are up for grabs for their survival in this competition. And from winning the toss up till now, the 13th over, this man's been in charge. He's led his team incredibly well. Good over, good spell. He gave an option to AB de Villiers, but he's come back strongly. 83 for 4.
ये देख सारे प्लेयर की परफॉर्मेंस। काश म्यूचुअल फंड्स में भी ऐसा होता तो है ना। म्यूचुअल फंड सही है .com पर जा, वहाँ पे हर फंड का परफॉर्मेंस देखने मिल जाएगा, लेकिन सिर्फ पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस पे मत जाना। बात तो सही है। तेरे को दिखा दूँ
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
चीज़ी पिज्जा के ऊपर यमी सॉसी पास्ता, यानी फर्स्ट टाइम एवर पास्ता ऑन पिज्जा। डोमिनोज पास्ता पिज्जा।
अब क्या डरना। जी हाँ, जब कैंट का सबसे शुद्ध पानी है तो बीमारियों से क्या डरना।
Gift your loved ones the latest smartphones. Get attractive deals, no cost EMI and exchange offers. Amazon Great Indian Festival Gifting Happiness Days.
Tougher phase, if at all, the Sunrisers see that coming and a partnership developing. He's gone back to his Seema, Natarajan. Definitely, I've got a couple of experts alongside me, and it's time to get the question in. Today's question being, is an exciting opportunity for students of the game as well, said Academy. And would the boundary lengths make any psychological difference to the batsman in terms of shot selection? You can have your answers coming in as well, but from Saniji and Sangha, who would want to go first? Left-hander, right-hander? Left-hander first.
Yes, Sanji's asked me to go first, so I think it just depends sometimes on the dimensions. Batsmen in the modern age are taught to disregard distances in terms of trying to clear boundaries and have that play on their mind. It's about visualizing hitting sixes, getting used to it from a young age, and then committing to it when you're there, whether the boundaries are 60 meters or 80 meters long. If you hit it well, you will hit it over them. If one side is smaller than the other, batsmen can target certain shorter boundaries. And batsmen will also have favorite areas that are personal to them that they'd like to hit most of their boundaries on. And you will see the fielding captains trying to counter that by bowling away from your strengths, bowling away from the shorter boundary, trying to make you hit to the longer boundaries. But if you take the best six-hitters in the world today, take a Kohli, a De Villiers, a Gale, whomever you want to try and, kind of take as an example, they don't care about the size of the ground. They know that if they hit it well, it'll clear any boundary. So it's all about commitment, intent, and being clear in your mind that you do want to hit a six and then doing it. But you got to practice it though.
Sunny ji, your thoughts?
Totally agree. Totally agree. Because if you're a big hitter, if you're a powerful hitter like a Chris Gayle, Andre Russell, you are going to clear most boundaries. It's just the mindset. The guys who are looking to play along the ground, for them, the boundary distance doesn't really come into play.
Well, just for the students, keep your favorite questions coming in at Unacademy, #Let's Crack It. I'll just screen in one more question to both of you. I know the bowlers are not in the batsman's domain, but can you pick a favorite bowler who you want to target and hit that bowler outside the park?
Yes, you can. If you know the dimensions, if you know which way the wind is going, yes, you can certainly go after a particular bowler. You always try and identify one bowler or maybe two bowlers in the opposition who you think you can target, and then go after them, put them under pressure.
There you have it. Heard it from the experts. End of 14, 86 for 4. It's important time for both the teams to have a chat, have a discussion going around from their coaches, because as the umpire points out, it's a SRH strategic timeout.
अगली शहर हम भी मनाएंगे।
लिखो।
फोन मस्त है।
सुनो, हैप्पी दिवाली।
किसी की लाइफ में दिवाली बनो। Oppo F17 Pro दिवाली एडिशन। Be the light to spread the light.
कहते हैं कि जिसने बचाना सीख लिया उसने जीना सीख लिया। सोने से पहले सब कुछ करो ऑफ। यू नो, ओवर चार्जिंग का रहता है खौफ। ये कॉमन कनेक्शन हम सब में सच है। बचत हमारी रग रग में है, इसलिए पॉलीकैब बिजली बचाता है और पर्यावरण भी। पॉलीकैब, कनेक्शन बचत का, कनेक्शन जिंदगी का।
टैक्सी। टैक्सी? हाँ, जब तुम ब्रश करते हो तो बाहर के जर्म्स टैक्सी करके तुम्हारे मुंह के अंदर आ जाते हैं। नया कोलगेट जिगजैग एंटीबैक्टीरियल। इसके एंटीबैक्टीरियल ब्रिसल्स बाहर के बैक्टीरिया को दूर रखे। आपका ब्रश है या जर्म्स के लिए? टैक्सी।
नया जिगजैग कोलगेट का पहला एंटीबैक्टीरियल टूथब्रश
है ना? कॉलेज का है ना? भैया, दीदी के शादी में धूम मचानी है।
अरे लेकिन पहले अच्छा मैच तो दिखाओ।
टीवी से लेकर 2 व्हीलर लोन पे धमाकेदार डील्स विद HDFC बैंक फेस्टिव डील्स, अब ऑल इज पॉसिबल।
मैं क्रैश टेस्ट डमी हूँ। डमी नहीं, जान मुझे भी प्यारी है यार। SRH सिक्योर ड्राइव। बात सेफ्टी की। डोंट बी अ डमी। स्विच टू SRH सिक्योर ड्राइव।
जब जब हम धोएंगे हैंड वॉश या साबुन से हाथ, लड़ेंगे हम जंग कोरोना वायरस के खिलाफ। सेवलॉन।
बहुत हो गया, इस साल दिवाली के लिए नया फर्नीचर बनवा लेते हैं।
हाँ यार, घर हट के महीनों हो गए। एक नई चेयर,
एक नया बेड प्लीज।
कारपेंटर का नंबर मिलेगा?
एक नया टेबल तो बनता है।
अरे तरुण, घर नहीं जाना क्या? नहीं, आज रात यहीं रुकूंगा। अरे इतना काम नहीं। वाह, इतना काम। लगे रहे।
दिल खोल के तो देखो, दुनिया खुल जाएगी। फेसबुक।
End of the SRH strategic timeout. Is there a healthy discussion for both the teams going forward? Both of them have been in decent form. Yes, they've been shuffled up and down the batting order, Gurkeerat Maan and Washington Sundar. But the good thing is that they both have been in decent form. And that's what the RCB would be looking at. would want to put up a total which they feel their bowlers can defend. Anything under 150 is definitely not the safest, as what we are estimating. Having a look early on the pitch. Jason Holder. Up in the air. If you slash hard.
Well, he's going to try and bowl wicket to wicket. He gives a little bit of room outside the off stump like he did this time around. Washington Sundar is a very capable batsman. Quite deliberately hit it up and over.
And the good thing is the left-hand, right-hand combination out there, that's also going to be an option which definitely RCB is not going to feel bad about.
No, and Jason Holder's natural height, his natural length, the back of a length fast bowler's area is going to actually sit up on this pitch. Could be a disadvantage, Jason Holder. He's got to bowl a little bit fuller because all the bowlers who've actually been able to skip the ball low into the stumps have been very, very successful in keeping the runs down. But every time he bowls slightly short, it gets hit with some stylish shots, just like the Altros gold standard car that we see here. Such a beauty, a music box and wheels, the best safety standards. Stylish is an understatement when you look at this car, Anjum.
Good save, very good save. Certainly the length that Jason Holder would be wanting to bowl, just an extension of what Sangha says. The second over that he bowled, it was nice. Ball moving away from Padikkal. Here again he's got Washington Sundar in front of him. Just one run short of 500 runs. But the length probably that Jason Holder would be looking would be slightly more fuller, Saniji?
Yes, because you can use his height to great advantage. He gets natural bounce. Most important, of course, for Jason Holder is to try and really bowl stump to stump. Doesn't have the extra pace, so if he gives just that little room outside the off stump, width outside the off stump, batsman can seize on that. Projected score at the moment, 10 runs in all will get them to 145. There's big hitting Chris Morris to come in as well. They could get past to 150 as well.
Saniji, how do they fix the opening problem? I mean, they've had different players opening. They need a consistent opening pair to really succeed, because the first 6 overs are so important.
I would take a chance. I would really take a chance with Washington Sundar opening with Padikkal, because Sundar does open the batting in the Tamil Nadu Premier League and he's been quite successful over there. I would just take a chance. That opens up place in the middle order as well. But of course, there's Aaron Finch, who's the Australian captain in white ball cricket. You can go back to him. 93 for 4 after 15 overs.
अपना फोन पे उधर चलेगा?
चलेगा सर.
उधर?
पक्का चलेगा.
और उधर?
चलेगा.
और उधर?
चलेगा सर.
पर उधर? शालू के लिए. कौन शालू? कौन शालू?
फोन पे QR से पे करो, गारंटीड कैशबैक पाओ.
मैगी घी तड़का उपमा, चुनिंदा भुनी सूजी, खुशबूदार कड़ी पत्ते और घी का मसालेदार तड़का. सब है इसमें, तो बस गरम पानी डालें, मिलाएं और सिर्फ 4 मिनट में तैयार मैगी घी तड़का उपमा फ्रॉम नेस्ले.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे. कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ. डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ.
20. Last over for Rashid Khan. He's been a very consistent performer. So has been Rabada. Till he didn't have a good outing. Right at the top, Jasprit Bumrah really overtakes Kagiso Rabada with his wonderful bowling spell. Trent Bolt, number 3 on the list. Rashid Khan is just one more wicket. Another 5 deliveries he's got to go right on top of that list, to be a proud holder of that purple cap. Goes on the leg side.
Hurrying on to him, the ball. The skidder, also the wrong one. Yes.
Hey! Had no idea. Gurkirat. He's really making sure that he gets Rashid Khan early into the 16th over and break this partnership. He nearly did. To follow up the performance the other night with 17 dots that Rashid Khan bowled has been exceptional. Forced, got the opportunity. Washington Sundar took it with both hands. Welcome boundary for him.
Ball given just a little air. Just a little air. That was enough. And he's hit it over the infield there, just a little slower. This is the reason I think that Washington Sundar can be given a higher spot.
Opportunity taken! What a wonderful catch this is! No, the very fact that Manish Pandey has stayed down, probably he's just wanting to give an opportunity to the umpire, maybe to have a look until unless he's sure that he has held on to that catch. The movement was spot on. It was brilliant. He's caught it, and the umpire is just confirming that he has caught it. He's taken the fielder's word there. Yes, they just need a confirmation, and they feel it's been grounded.
Third umpire to director, need to check the fake catch, please. Soft signal is not out. It's a fair delivery. Give me the best shot, please. Roll it. Yeah, ball clearly grounded. I have made my decision.
Relief for the RCB, 99 for 4.
बच्चों आज ही whiteheadjunior.com पर प्री कोडिंग क्लास बुक करें। दुनिया का बेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म कोडिंग सीखने के लिए।
Done. Done.
4 overs remaining. Sandeep Sharma with his last. 3 overs, 2 for 13, make that 14 now, and this brilliant effort from Manish Pandey in the last over, but just don't understand, Mark, why it goes upstairs. He knows he hasn't caught that.
Well, he does say it straight away, doesn't he, in fairness to him, and David Warner showed no interest, and such an involved captain would definitely make a claim if he thought there was one to be made. So maybe we had a referral unnecessary. But the right verdict was reached in the end. 100 for 4, 4 overs to go, less 1 ball. Washington Sundar and Gurpreet Singh at the wicket. Oh, wide ball. We should just quickly reflect on Rashid Khan's performance. 4 overs, 1 for 24. There was a spell when he was operating with Navdeep. It was just fabulous spin bowling, a contest with A.B. de Villiers and Jos Philippe. De Villiers went at the end of 1 over from Navdeep, and in the next one Rashid got Philippe, and it's changed the game completely. The whole rhythm of the game has changed. Very hard now for Sundar and Gurkari, which isn't to say they can't do it. 10 and over from here, 139, definitely something to bowl at on a slow pitch. You have to believe.
Won't take David Warner on, I don't think. He's one of the best in the business, and we're about to see a few more. Some of the catches of the season. Rishabh Pant, very good running catch. This one from Suchit turned the game. Kings 11 way. Jofra Archer plucking that one out of the air. Ifdat Padikkar with a brilliant running diving catch, just getting the body out of the way and the hands underneath, and then Ben Stokes. Again, another one of the great athletes on show in this Dream11 IPL.
The fielder picked that up, you know. He had his hand up to lights. Rashid Khan is a good athlete. He'd come forward and look to catch that if he picks it up early. Maybe he didn't. Lights are quite low here. I don't mean low in power, though the lighting isn't as powerful as it is in Dubai. I think he just picked it up late.
See the hand go up under me. He certainly lost it in the lights, I think.
And it's a nice way of trying to identify where the ball is. Just put your hand up, just black out the one that's not allowing you either the sun or the lights.
Well, the Cred Protect saves of the week. Deshpande on that occasion. Aaron Pollard with a brilliant save. Rahul Tripathi, what about that? Charging round the boundary. And then Shivam Dubey chasing one all the way to the fence. Stephen Smith also brilliant. Great saves throughout the week.
I love talking about the Cred Protect saves. I love Suchit on the boundary. There was such joy in it, wasn't there? He was like a galloping horse. So as the horse galloped, so it also leapt to catch. It was a fantastic piece of theatre.
It was very theatrical. It got Kings 11 to literally take the game out of the Sunrisers' pocket.
That's a very good spell from Sandeep Sharma. 4 overs completed for him, 2 for 20 at the end of the 17th. 106 for 4.
हाय, मेरा नाम जगजीत सिंह है। मैं दिल्ली से हूँ। मेरे दोस्त ने मुझे एमपीएल के बारे में बताया और एमपीएल में बहुत सारी गेम्स हैं, पर पूल मेरा सबसे फेवरेट गेम है। मैं खेलने लगा और जल्द ही जीतने भी लगा। एमपीएल की जीत से मैंने अपने दोस्तों के साथ गोवा ट्रिप प्लान किया है। एमपीएल ऐप पे आप भी जीत सकते हो।
डाउनलोड नाउ फ्रॉम mpl.live।
सुपरस्टार या केयरिंग मॉम, अगर मैं दोनों हो सकती हूँ तो मेरा घर क्यों नहीं? बर्जर सिल्क, ब्रीथ इजी, ये ग्लैमरस है और मेरे घर को भी प्रोटेक्ट करता है बैक्टीरिया, वायरस और पोल्यूशन से। सिल्क का एहसास, चैन की सांस।
चीजी पिज्जा के ऊपर यमी सॉसी पास्ता, यानी फर्स्ट टाइम एवर पास्ता ऑन पिज्जा। डोमिनोज पास्ता पिज्जा।
डन डन। भाई कैसे कर रही?
नया जिलेट गार्ड 3 3 ब्लेड्स के साथ। जिलेट गार्ड 3।
जीते चाहे कोई भी रंग, यारी जश्न मनाती है। गले लगा के यारों को कह दो ना यूं ही एक बार, तू मेरा नंबर 1 यार।
Gone this time, Natarajan. Straight back to him, he's pounched it. And the end of Washington Sundar.
Add that catch to another of that list that we've been showing there. Contributors And a valuable contribution there again from Natarajan. Yes, there was a change of pace, but it was a hard stroke from Washington Sundar. You don't plan for such catches as a bowler. You're just always in a position to be ready to take that chance, and he was ready. His hands were in the right place. Sundar departs for 21, 106 for 5.
Coping with the job change in these times hasn't been easy. Posting on LinkedIn helped me find opportunities faster than I expected. When one door shut, my network helped me open another. Take your next step with LinkedIn.
नहीं पहचाना?
अनु दीदी।
अरे यूएस वाली दीदी। आप लोगों ने कभी मामा पापा को मुझे मिस करने का मौका ही नहीं दिया, इसलिए हैप्पी दिवाली।
इस दिवाली आप कैसे खुश करेंगे?
इसे लेके फैंटेसी टीम बनानी चाहिए, तो आप बना ले।
अब Gamesy.com पे ऐप डाउनलोड करो, खेलो लाइव मैच में 5 ओवर के छोटे कॉन्टेस्ट, पॉइंट्स कमाओ और जीतो।
Introducing Byju's classes. तो आज ही ट्रायल क्लास बुक करो।
Work with.
Chris Morris, 159, the strike rate. It's been one of those tournaments from the time that he's come into the RCB lineup. Remember the first game in Dubai, it was a brilliant contribution with the bat, with the ball, and he's looked good.
Well, in the main in cricket, catch your catches, you'll win your matches. And that's what they're doing tonight. There have been a few out in the deep, a few out in the inner ring, a half chance going down to Manish Pandey, but that's a really good grab by Natarajan. It really, you've got to be so self-aware in your follow-through. You know, he gathers it in. I know it's not a clean take, but that's not the point. He clings on. It's never easy in your follow-through.
Sandeep Sharma, no, not this time. He's parried it over the boundary. It was always spinning away from him. It wasn't going to be easy. Great view of that from here.
He did. He ran at us, and you could see the panic in his eyes, couldn't you? And the ball, as you say, was spinning away from him. And in the end, it just kind of hit his hands. He had a little sprint on, little steps. Here he goes. Oh, no, no, no.
Talk a bit about that stroke from Gurkirat. Was he trying to get over the fine leg fielder? And now the third man comes. No, he doesn't. He was asked to go back to the boundary, but instead it's Rashid Khan.
A wide third man now. Nicely done, just inside the line. No problem with that. Well, double-header Sunday. Chennai Super Kings up first against the Kings 11 Punjab, looking to progress there. Chances for a top 4 spot finish. Kings 11, Chennai just playing spoilers at the moment. And Kolkata Knight Riders, Rajasthan Royals, that one from Dubai tomorrow night. We'll all be there. Looking forward to that. Rajasthan on a roll. And again, another very good Yorker. Finishes brilliantly. 2 to go. 111 for 5.
ओए, फैमिली मिस कर रहा है मतलब? हम तेरी फैमिली से कम है क्या? हाँ?
फैमिली हो तो फैमिली से रेंट नहीं लेना चाहिए ना अंकल?
मैं कर लेता हूँ, अब तो Dream11 पे टीम बनाओ।
Dream11, make your team now.
मेरी मंच में कैरमल पॉपकॉर्न का टेस्ट ला दे।
Munch Crisp Pop.
इसमें है क्रंची वेफर, डिलीशियस कोटिंग और कैरेमल पॉपकॉर्न जैसा टेस्ट। मंच क्रिस्प पॉप।
इंट्रोड्यूसिंग बायजूस क्लासेस। तो आज ही ट्रायल क्लास बुक करो। विजिट byju's.com। बायजूस क्लास।
Jason Holder now to finish. Oh, just squeezes under. Diving Abhishek out there on the boundary at cover point.
Yeah, it's certainly worth an applaud. Would have immediately made his presence felt. Vijay Shankar missing out today. Abhishek Sharma, he's a wonderful fielder. Young flair. Gave it all.
Chance for David Warner. He doesn't drop many and will not drop that one either. Morris's short stay comes to an end.
Can't believe the amount of catches taken 5 or 6 yards inside the ropes on this small ground. Anyway, safe catching and a terrific effort, by the way, by Abhishek. The reason Warner applauded it was because of the intent to try to catch it. He didn't shy away from the challenge. Warner's got terrific hands. Once it was heading to Warner, you thought, yes. So did Jason Holder. Morris gone for just 3 in 4 balls, 113 for 6.
Anything can happen. 1 ball, 5 runs.
कमला पसंद, अनोखा स्वाद। चीजी पिज्जा के ऊपर यमी सॉसी पास्ता, यानी फर्स्ट टाइम एवर पास्ता ऑन पिज्जा। डोमिनोज पास्ता पिज्जा।
चीता ने टीचर को चीटर बोला है, टीचर ने चीता को चीटर बोला। चीता ने टीचर को चीटर बोला है, टीचर ने चीता को चीटर बोला। चीता ने टीचर को चीटर बोला है, टीचर ने चीता को चीटर बोला। बना डालो अपना टंग ट्विस्टर। डू द हैशटैग टंग ट्विस्टर चैलेंज और अपलोड करो जोश ऐप पर and win prizes up to 25 lakh rupees every week.
And tidy as well. Chance again, no, just short. Just short this time of Abhishek. Struggling to time the ball.
And is it the pitch? Is it the quality of the bowling? Is it slightly tentative batting? Very hard to be sure. But that's nothing to do with any of them. It's just a full toss smashed out to mid-on. But I'm inclined to think the pitch is awkward for batting. A bit too paced and a bit slow. Bowling's been good, particularly the way they've taken the pace off the ball. Oh, lots of questions still to be answered tonight.
This time, Kane Williamson going around, comfortably underneath it, comfortably pouches it. Just another catch. Add it to the column.
Absolutely. The smile tells it all. Might be a little difficult to bat out there. The ball might be just holding up in that pitch. But the intention needs to be right from the batsman as well. It's just nice catching practice out there for the Sunrisers Hyderabad fielders. And the celebration just continues for Jason Holder. 1 more in the bag for him. Udana departs without scoring. 114 for 7.
छक्का। किस बात का आउट है भाई? छत के ऊपर छक्का है। छत पे लग के अगर हाथ में आई तो आउट है गोलू।
Dream11.
Work hard, that's my style, yo. Work hard, it's my life, yeah.
Mom? अगली दिवाली तक हो जाएगी dusting.
Eye autofocus on Vivo V20 keeps you in focus even while moving. Delight every moment. Vivo.
2 for Jason Holder in this over. Just the 3 runs. 4 runs.
It is incredible, isn't it, how their new bowler long hop and the batting side that are struggling smash it straight to a field. Cricket was ever thus, I'm afraid. He's bowled very well, by the way. A lot of control. He used the new ball. 3 overs and 5 balls. 9 dots. There have been a lot of dot balls in this innings. I think there were 9 dots off Sandeep. 9 maybe off someone else too. 2 for 20. 6, his figures. Outstanding. Big Jason Holder.
2 catches for Williamson tonight. Just worked down to long on. Warner cleans up nicely. Good final over for Jason Holder. 2 for 27 for him. It's 116 for 7.
हाय
पापा ने बोला इस महीने का रेंट
एटीएम नहीं जा पाई।
पापा कह रहे थे कि पेटीएम कर दो।
मैंने पेटीएम केवाईसी भी नहीं करवाया।
अरे ना पेटीएम केवाईसी चाहिए ना वॉलेट, बस मोबाइल नंबर डालो और पैसे सीधे आपके बैंक अकाउंट से पापा के बैंक अकाउंट में। हो गया।
कैशबैक
तो कॉफी आपकी तरफ से।
ये भी पापा ने बोला।
पेटीएम करो। पापा स्टॉप। आ करो।
जर्म्स को ना करो। नया कोलगेट वेट शक्ति माउथ प्रोटेक्ट स्प्रे।
इंट्रोड्यूसिंग बायजूस क्लासेस। तो आज ही ट्रायल क्लास बुक करो। विजिट byju's.com। बायजूस क्लासेस है तो प्रोग्रेस है।
अब डिसइंफेक्टिंग सजा नहीं, मजा है। नया Savlon Surface Disinfectant Spray. No tension for surface
Natarajan with the last of the innings. Swing and a miss. Oh, almost just bounced over top, I think. Saha with the gloves on. And it has bounced over the top of the stumps.
A smart piece of bowling again from Natarajan. Just a thought. You did the pitch report early on, Dooley. You actually feel that is the pitch that difficult for stroke play as it's just been made out to be, looking at the RCB score at the moment?
Combination of both. Some very good bowling, I think. Slightly tacky nature of the surface and some indifferent batting.
I mean, Gurkarik's trying to hit that back into the heart of Dubai. I think he's aiming it downtown. Very hard to time the ball when you're physically trying to hit it so hard and coming out of the shot. Up comes the head. Not easy, this batting, not easy, but I agree with Simon Dool. It's a little below par.
Again, no run. Not taking any of them, so Sunrisers Hyderabad have got their last 2 games at Sharjah here, so they're looking to qualify, looking to get to 14 points. It's the road to the final. 1 plays 2 for the right to go straight through to the final. 3 plays 4, loser goes home. The winner of 3 and 4 plays the loser of 1 and 2 in the eliminator. And the winner of that goes through to the final. Mumbai Indians will be playing in qualifier number 1. We can confirm that with 18 points after today's first encounter. The demolition job of the Delhi Capitals today means that they will be playing in qualifier number 1.
Absolutely. Looking at that points table, Mumbai Indians happy, sitting pretty at 18 points. 14, 14, 12, RCB, DC, Kings 11, RR towards the back end of the tournament, especially RR. Looking good, striking form, and looking dangerous too. Still unsure. Imagine by the time we get to another couple of days, maybe by tomorrow's end as well, games finish and we're still unsure who can make it to the playoffs.
Well, the last game here. Sunrisers, they get home tonight. The last game here. They have an opportunity to get to 14 points and they've got the best or the second best net run rate of any team in the competition. It's not going to get any worse winning. So we'll come down possibly to that last afternoon evening here in Sharjah. Yeah, it's an interesting way to try and finish. I think it might have just pitched outside leg stump, probably would have hit the stumps. They'll take a leg by and post what looks to be fairly paltry 120 for 7 in the end, and a brilliant bowling performance from the men in orange.
Yeah, it really has been. They've adapted to the conditions. They've got the right attack for it, but they've used it well. And a number of them outstanding, though, as is often the case, the standout, Rashid Khan.
एसिडिटी, नींबू पानी लेगा?
अरे कोई ज्वाइन लाओ।
ये सब छोड़ो, इनो लो। इनो, ये एसिडिटी पे काम शुरू करे सिर्फ 6 सेकंड में।
आज मैं ऊपर।
जब दिलों को जीतने की कला आ गई, तब समझना कामयाब हो तुम। पान बहार, पहचान कामयाबी की।
वो साल जब एडिसन ने पहला लाइट बल्ब खोज निकाला, और ये साल जब एडी सिंह ने अपना पहला लाइट बल्ब बदल डाला। 2020 निकला हॉरिबल, लेकिन आदमी बन गया फ्लेक्सिबल। स्पॉटो फ्लेक्सीवेयर।
तारे जमीन पर इस सोमवार शाम 6:30 बजे स्टार प्लस और डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार पर।
The season of smiles is here. Flat 20% off on all Titan watches. Rush now.
Good session out there.
Yes, superb performance from the Sunrisers Hyderabad. They wanted to bowl first, and bowl first they have, and done a brilliant job. One of the chief contributors, Sandeep Sharma, is now sidelined. Sandeep, Simon Dool here. 7 times now you've picked up Virat Kohli. It's a record. Did you know that?
Actually, I didn't know that. When I got him, someone came and told me. Yeah, obviously, he is one of the greats of the sport, and getting his wicket is always special. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
Tell me a little bit about the swing, because you look to me like you're working hard on an away swinger to the right-handers, the one that got Devdutt Padikkal as well, just back into the left-handers a little bit.
Yeah, I was. It was a little bit sticky, but now there is lots of dew on the ground, so ball is getting wet, and ball is coming nicely on the bat.
That'll please the batsman then. Well bowled tonight, Sandeep. Outstanding. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
120 for 7 in the 20 overs. RCB, Josh Phillippe up the top, 32 from 31. De Villiers a runner ball, 24. Washington, Sundar and Gurkirat trying what they could at the back end of the innings, but it was a struggle, and a real struggle for RCB, as the Sunrisers bowlers just too good tonight in this first innings. Rashid, 4 overs, 1 for 24. Man we just talked to, brilliant, 2 for 20. Jason Holder with a couple. Natharajan and Shabaz Nadeem, 1 for 35. The important one, though, of AB de Villiers. Now, Sandeep talked about the dew, talked about the wet nature of the outfield. Towels will be required, that's for certain, for RCB. They're going to have to bowl very well, because they've just put 120 on the board. So the Sunrisers, to keep their hopes alive in Dream11 IPL, need 121 runs here in Sharjah tonight.
The race to the playoffs could not get any better. This has been astonishingly good from the Sunrisers Hyderabad. The pressure was on RCB to get going from the get-go, and that wicket of Virat Kohli changed things a little bit. That man, AB de Villiers, looked in trouble and in all sorts versus the spin of Rashid Khan. But what a display from the bowlers of the Sunrisers, restricting them to 120, the second lowest innings, first innings total so far at Sharjah. Got Graham Swan and Ashish Nehra on the show. Yes, Swanee is loving life at the moment. But what an effort from the Sunrisers. Disappointing in some sense from RCB in a game that they had to produce the goods, Ashu.
Yeah, there is no doubt about it. See, this wasn't a wicket which somebody like RCB's batting lineup will like. You know, first thing first, because it was a sticky wicket. Perfect wicket for teams like CSK and SRH, or maybe Sony's teams once in a while, RR. So this wasn't RCB's days, and you know, once you lose 2 early wickets, all the pressure was on AB de Villiers. There's no doubt about it. But credit to SRH bowlers also. They use these conditions beautifully.
Yeah, absolutely. The over-reliance, as we've spoken about on ABD and Virat Kohli, they both didn't quite get going, but the bowling was sensational, Swanee.
Yes, I feel we should speak slowly because the wicket was so slow. Oh my word. Good cricket comes in good wickets. This is not a good cricket wicket. We've seen some belters at Sharjah, 220 being the normal score. This tonight from the get-go, Ashley said to me off stage, he said, this is not a wicket that will suit RCB. Virat will get out soon. He was spot on. This man knows his onions. That wicket is just very slow. This could turn out to be a half-decent score. Yeah. You never know. What I would recommend for Sunrisers is to go out very, very aggressive from the word go.
120 with a little bit of, wet ball. Second inning we'll see the ball is going to get even more wet and wet. We have seen super soppers and, they're trying to clean the ground, but that's not going to help.
Yeah, the dew factor could come in for sure. But let's just talk about the tactical brilliance, because the way they set up Virat Kohli, he was moving down the wicket to Sandeep Sharma. They brought Saha up. Just talk us through the brilliance of this captaincy and Saha and the bowler.
Better late than never. I've been talking about this from last few weeks. When you talk about somebody like Virat Kohli, he's one guy who loves pace. And when there's no pace, he uses his feet. We have seen him dancing down the track against fast bowlers. We have seen doing that against Harshal Patel, people like Bravo. Once keeper is up, then you can't move, and that's exactly what happened. And Virat Kohli was in trouble once Saha was up.
And then the other side of that bromance, AB de Villiers, he looked in all sorts early on versus Rashid Khan, Swanee, and up against the spinners of the Sunrisers. He didn't quite look comfortable at any stage.
No, if you're a spin bowler, an international standard spin bowler, and you don't enjoy bowling on this deck, then give it up. Play something else, play chess or football or something. This is not for you. It's slow, but it's turning. And because he doesn't pick Rashid, he was trying to play it off the back foot. You see the same, he's waiting for the googly. He's waiting for that googly because he doesn't pick it well. It was clever from Rashid because he held back, he didn't bowl too many, and ended up getting the catches on the boundary, sort of divided up between the other spinners. So
and it was a good wicket to bowl on even for fast bowlers. When wicket is slow, you can hit into the pitch and either slow ones, and even Sandeep Sharma, first one over, he was looking to swing the ball, and after that few cutters, few knuckle balls. He's one underrated bowler, I would say. When you see last 6-7 years, maybe he does not have that kind of skills when you talk about somebody like Mohammad Shami or Jasprit Bumrah, but he has will and he has very good mind.
Yeah, Sandeep's got Virat Kohli more than anyone else. But let's just take a look at the points table and where things stand and why this is such a high stakes encounter. Because for the Sunrisers, it's win or bust. They've got to win to stay alive in this competition. They could go to 4th if they win, given that positive net run rate as well. For the Royal Challengers Bangalore, if they lose today, they go up into that virtual quarter-final come Monday up against the Delhi Capitals, who lost earlier today. So that's what makes it so interesting. So much at stake, Swanee, they would not have wanted to go this way.
Absolutely, and looking at that table, Rajasthan are poised, they're in 5th and poised, and that's so I wanted RCB to put up a real total here from a Rajasthan point of view. But if Sunrisers win this, they leap into 4, shove everyone down a place. Honestly, this is such a good IPL because it's so wide open. Anyone can qualify, apart from poor old CSK.
and after today's loss, Delhi Capitals big hit on their net run rate, and Sunrisers Hyderabad, that's one team, maybe below at the bottom, but that's the only team. Their average is in plus apart from those two teams.
Yeah, absolutely. We've spoken about Rashid Khan. Quick word on Yuzi Chahal. His double strike last time pegged them back, Swanee. How big a role does he have to play?
Massive. On this wicket, the bowlers have all got a massive role to play. It would just be interesting seeing the real pace, whether that plays to the advantage of the Sunrisers batsmen, because I think it kind of will.
Yeah, you look at the influence there. In wins, 13 wickets. In losses, just the 5 for Yuzi Chahal. He's got a huge role to play in this race to the playoff. If RCB win, they qualify. If SRH win, they stay alive. Guys, is there hope for RCB?
There's always hope when you talk about T20 games, and Washington Sundar on your TV screen, he will play as important role as Yuzvendra Chahal.
Swanee, RCB, can they do it?
There's always hope, but there's not much.
Well, it's going to be a big chase coming up for SRH. Can they keep their control and get the job done and stay alive? RCB need some wickets early. Live action coming your way.
देश भर की कलाओं को एक बंधन में पिरोते जाएंगे। एक जो हुए हम तो क्या ना कर जाएंगे। एक अथवा बाय तनिष्क।
बड़ा कुछ करना है,
रिस्क कौन उठाएगा?
ये सपना फिर भी आगे बढ़ेगा।
ओसी ब्लू, रोक सके तो रोक ले।
मेरी टीम खेल रही है और आपकी माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। Download My 11 Circle app now.
आइंस्टाइन जैसा स्मार्ट, ब्रूस ली जैसा टफ, स्मार्ट इन्वर्टर और टफ बैटरी की परफेक्ट जोड़ी, स्मार्ट एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग, चले लाइफ लॉन्ग, लिव गार्ड।
अब क्या डरना।
जी हाँ, जब कैंट का सबसे शुद्ध पानी है तो बीमारियों से क्या डरना।
Losing yourself is the new normal and watching is the new everything. Dell's premium laptops, stunning visuals, immersive experience.
Guys, you won't believe this.
क्या हुआ?
Bourbon का
लास्ट पैकेट है?
था।
Sorry.
ओरिजिनल ब्रिटानिया बर्बन, रियल फ्रेंड्स का चॉकलेटी और फुलफिलिंग रियल स्नैक।
पैरागॉन, इंडिया का स्टाइल।
For them to go out there and ensure that important 2 points up for the grabs for the Sunrisers Hyderabad to ensure that they remain alive in this Dream11 IPL, a race to the playoffs. David Warner has marshalled his troops really well, ensuring that even when they were winning the toss and wanting to field first, they keep the target very much low that they would like to chase. Important words from the captain Virat Kohli.
Very important. You've nailed that, Anjum. I mean, he's got to be the ultimate motivator here. What you got to do is convince 10 guys that 120 is defendable. And you have to start well. You've got 2 dashes here in Warner and Ridham and Saha.
बड़ा कुछ करना है,
रिस्क कौन उठाएगा?
ये सपना फिर भी आगे बढ़ेगा।
ओसी ब्लू, रोक सके तो रोक ले।
धीरे, अरे टेंशन नहीं धोनी भाई।
संभल।
धोनी भाई, मैं ठीक हूँ।
अरे तू नहीं, मेरा फ्लोर।
फ्लोर भी ठीक है।
इंडिगो फ्लो पेंट, सब कुछ सहे, सालों साल चले। इंडिगो, जब दिलों को जीतने की कला आ गई, तब समझना कामयाब हो तुम। पान बहार, पहचान कामयाबी की।
अब क्या डरना।
जी हाँ, जब कैंट का सबसे शुद्ध पानी है तो बीमारियों से क्या डरना।
मेरा नाम जगजीत सिंह है। मेरे दोस्त ने मुझे एमपीएल के बारे में बताया और एमपीएल में बहुत सारी गेम्स हैं, पर पूल मेरा सबसे फेवरेट गेम है। एमपीएल की जीत से मैंने अपने दोस्तों के साथ गोवा ट्रिप प्लान किया है। एमपीएल ऐप पे आप भी जीत सकते हो।
डाउनलोड नाउ फ्रॉम mpl.live।
I think too it's weighing on Virat Kohli, the burden of responsibility, of captaincy in a tournament flies so fast as this one. Matches pass you by, you lose 2 and suddenly you lose not just momentum but your place in the table, a bit of faith amongst your peers, and to find the right motivational words is very important. It's a tournament, you just have to find form at the right time, and at the moment it's going the right way for Sunrisers and the wrong way for RCB. They can turn that around. They've got 20 overs here. Target for Sunrisers Hyderabad 121, 20 overs. Incredible stat about the first innings. The bowling performance of the Sunrisers was good, but wasn't so good as to manage 50 dot balls. You know that, Kumar, there were 50 dot balls in that innings out of 120.
Anytime a team plays over 40 dot balls, the chances of the opposition winning becomes extremely high, unless of course you have the De Villiers, the Gales to maximize boundary count. But today, both Kohli, De Villiers got out cheaply and they put them further in trouble. Strike rotation is so important.
Covers back and backward square leg. The 2 out. Chris Morris is going to start off to David Warner. He'll be wary of giving him any width outside off stump. 4 others save a single on the offside. Here we go then. Ooh. Ouch.
It'll be interesting to see the difference in attitude between this particular opening pair and of course Philippi and Devdutt Padikkal. Devdutt Padikkal of course throughout the tournament has batted quite well, but this particular opening pair of Ridham and Saha and David Warner have been committed from ball 1 to being decisive They always look to score runs and they piled on the pressure on the opposition bowlers.
Yeah, key is to bowl very straight at David Warner. You don't want him to let him use his arms. You can get the ball into his midriff. He tends to get cramped and often gets leading edges when he tries to work the ball leg side off the back foot, or at least from mid-crease. Somehow you've got to stop an early breakaway from him. They put on 107 the other night, this pair, so you can imagine the part played by Widham and Saha. It wasn't one-way traffic, it wasn't just David Warner. Widham and Saha is a fascinating player. Morris has bowled very well on this. Riddy was looking there to steal a single from the throw hitting the stumps. It was nice to see him back in the side. He's a popular figure. Delighted for going to Australia, of course, with the Test team. He's got a lot of game, as simple as that. Very fit, strong guy, wiry strong, you might call it. Made life difficult for a much vaunted attack, frankly. Widham and Saha, there are his figures. Played the 3 games, or this is the 3rd of them, I should say. 30, 87, and now yet to get off the mark. Yeah, I was about to say Morris has bowled very well on this ground. Got an economy rate of 5 in the tournament, which is incredible, really, when you look at the boundaries. And they'll need that tonight, really. They'll need the very best of them.
Yes, they'll need a good start, that's for sure. Manner in which both Saha and David Warner demolished the bowling of the Delhi Capitals with a 107 partnership. They'll want to do something similar here.
Well, Cred Power Player of the Season is a big award. Big, thrilling starts to these innings always entertain everybody that tunes in, and that's why it's a valued prize. Warner's won it 4 times, Archer 4 times, Padikkal 3 so far this year, Cummins 3, and Quinton de Kock as well 3. So Warner in the running again. No surprise there. He is the hitman at the top of the order.
Yes.
Well, after the first ball wide, this is a good start. Can he finish the job? 5 balls gone. And just singles so far. 3 of them at a wide. If you're joining us, you might not have heard the interview with Sandeep Sharma that Simon Dull did as soon as the first innings ended, and he said, yeah, the pitch was a bit tacky and certainly the ball wasn't coming onto the pitch early on. He said, but when the dew came in, it seemed to just hurry off the surface a bit more. We'll find out whether it's any easier to bat this evening. Great stop, it needed to be. It's a quality shot matched by the fielding, so the first over is a good one, just 4 from it.
कितना हुआ?
215.
अरे कुछ तो बड़ा. चिंडे जॉम्स चिंडे.
सेफ है. फोन पे.
ओह, चिंडे इधर भी. चल, कर पेमेंट.
फोन पे QR से पे करो, गारंटीड कैशबैक पाओ.
She loves me not. She loves me.
ये मैं कर लेता हूँ. आप Dream11 पे टीम बना लो.
Dream11, make your team now.
She loves you not, यार.
Gift your loved ones the latest smartphones. Get attractive deals, no-cost EMI and exchange offers. Amazon Great Indian Festival Gifting Happiness Days.
Introducing Byju's classes. तो आज ही ट्रायल क्लास बुक करो. Visit byju's.com. Byju's classes हैं तो प्रोग्रेस है.
कमला पसंद अनोखा स्वाद
डन डन भाई कैसे कर रहे हैं नया जिलेट गार्ड 3 3 ब्लेड्स के साथ जिलेट गार्ड 3
wide mid on mid wicket, all those area. Oh, there, that's the area. And he's flat batted it. He's gone like a shell.
An academy cracking 6. We were saying that the pitch might be just a little difficult, a little tacky when you have David Warner in the house. Any opportunity of going over and the maximum distance, bang, he's not going to miss out on anything. Cracking shot.
No, it's not. He's set up absolutely to look for the bad ball, to score of every ball bowled, and if possible to pulverise it.
And that's a hallmark of a good batter. You put pressure on the bowler, you ask him to do something different.
Catch! And he's out. He's caught him mid-on. He spliced it, lobbed it, easy. Dolly, a wicket, a big one with the big one.
Really good bowling from Washington Sundar, just a little bit fuller in this instant. The shot was still on, the ball rushed David Warner slightly, couldn't go as square or as high as he would have liked to clear the field, hit it straight to mid-on. It was an important wicket. David Warner goes and Sunrisers Hyderabad at 10 for 1.
अगली साल हम भी मनाएंगे
लिखो
नियत भोली देखो आँख में जोली देखो फोन मस्त है
सुनो हैप्पी दिवाली
जुनियाली
किसी की लाइफ में दिवाली बनो Oppo F17 Pro Diwali Edition. Be the light to spread the light.
इसे लेके फैंटेसी टीम बनानी चाहिए तो आप बना ले
अब Gamesy.com पे ऐप डाउनलोड करो, खेलो लाइव मैच में 5 ओवर के छोटे कॉन्टेस्ट, पॉइंट्स कमाओ और जीतो।
अब क्या डरना?
जी हाँ, जब कैंट का सबसे शुद्ध पानी है तो बीमारियों से क्या डरना?
Hang on in there.
Oh yeah.
Slightly further up than the one that he took the maximum out of the previous delivery that he managed from Washington Sundar. Just got a little high on the bat there. What a wicket. You could straight away see the bowlers, the fielders, everyone just celebrating for the RCB. They knew that they've got David Warner out early. It's not going to be that attacking batting from either ends.
In general, when they get Warner in a power play, the opposition, they go on to win the game a lot of the time. More than 60% of the time. It's a key wicket. We shall see. There's so much still riding on all of these games. That's what's so wonderful about it. You never can tell as the song goes. 11 for 1.
कहते हैं कि जिसने बचाना सीख लिया उसने जीना सीख लिया। एसी और फैन एक साथ ऑन क्यों? सुबह सुबह बल्ब जले क्यों? ये कॉमन कनेक्शन हम सब में है। सच है, बचत हमारी रग रग में है। इसलिए पॉलीकैप बिजली बचाता है और पर्यावरण भी। पॉलीकैप, कनेक्शन बचत का, कनेक्शन जिंदगी का।
I love dogs.
Aww.
The match is about to start.
Match start, bingo start.
चीता ने टीचर को चीटर बोला है, टीचर ने चीता को चीटर बोला। चीता ने टीचर को चीटर बोला है, टीचर ने चीता को चीटर बोला। चीता ने टीचर को चीटर बोला है, टीचर ने चीता को चीटर बोला। बना डालो अपना टंग ट्विस्टर। Do the hashtag tongue twister challenge और अपलोड करो जोश ऐप पर and win prizes up to 25 lakh rupees every week.
डिसीजन पेंडिंग है, पर तुम्हारा डिसीजन अभी ले लो। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
इसका खेल लंबा चलेगा, पर मरीनो बैक्टीरिया से प्रोटेक्ट करेगा। मरीनो लैमिनेट्स, ब्यूटीफुली स्ट्रॉन्ग।
To bowl now to Manish Pandey. A reminder that there was an ordinary, not dreadful, but an ordinary batting performance from RCB early today, only 120 for 7. And to give you some idea of the fact the pitch wasn't easy, AB de Villiers 24 and 24 balls. That's really rare that he's only going at a runner ball himself. So the target 1-2-1 seems straightforward. Warner already out, 11 for 1 after 2. Oh, what a shot. Manish Pandey. A beauty down the ground on the up. Top of the ball's bounce.
Yeah, this is a marked difference in terms of attitude, isn't it? Batsman hell-bent on scoring runs, looking for loose balls, trying to create opportunities. Yes, it is risky in terms of how the pitch is playing, but if they can get through this power play with some quick runs, it will lessen the pressure on those who follow him. Manish Pandey has been in top form, and one of the greatest things about him is that when he is in form, he still hits the ball straight down the ground.
And also, because Navdeep Saini likes to pitch the ball in a nice area. So if you're very sure of that bounce from the surface, you know that your head's going to be very, very still, and your intent is always wanting to hit down the ground. Navdeep Saini's length initially, remember he's just bowling his first over, is very conducive for that.
Oh, flies through him. Oh. Fans who use the Cred app during the power plays can be rewarded too, because one lucky fan gets featured in Dream11 IPL and gets handsomely rewarded on the Cred app. It isn't AB de Villiers, lucky chap that he is to be playing. Yeah, the Cred app, very powerful in the power plays. That's maximum, don't worry about that. That's an academy cracking 6.
The length again, similar to Jason Holder. Navdeep Saini, his length is always slightly shorter because he's tall, he likes to hit the pitch. But in Sharjah, if you do it with the pitch playing so slow, it sits up. But what a great shot. The balance, the swivel, the hands extending through the ball when you're playing a crossbat stroke, whether it be a cut or a pull. At point of impact, your arms have to be fully outstretched. That gives you the most amount of power and the ability to either keep the ball down or up, depending on how you want to play it.
I tell you what, this Navdeep Saini's under pressure here. The spotlight's right on him. .4, .6. 10 off the over. All they could do with a wicket here, couldn't they? That would just get 2 down, would really put a little tremor into the dressing room. That's what it's all about, changing perceptions of the players you're up against. Taking the sting out of opposing performances. Sanju Samson, 26 of them. Lovely performance from him in harness with the other Rajasthan Royals batsmen. This is the Unacademy Let's Cricket Sixes list. Nicholas Paran second, Ishan Kishan, a good player he is. AB de Villiers there too. Oh, great comeback, 2 fine deliveries. Unpredictable stuff here. 3 gone, 22 for 1.
ओए, फैमिली मिस कर रहा है मतलब? हम तेरी फैमिली से कम है क्या? हाँ?
फैमिली हो तो फैमिली से रेंट नहीं लेना चाहिए ना अंकल?
है ना? कॉलेज का है ना? भैया दीदी के शादी में धूम मचानी है।
अरे लेकिन पहले अच्छा मैच तो दिखाओ।
टीवी से लेकर 2 व्हीलर लोन पे धमाकेदार डील्स विद HDFC बैंक फेस्टिव फीस अब ऑल
Work hard, that's my style, yo. Work hard is
Eye autofocus on Vivo V20 keeps you in focus even while moving. Delight every moment. Vivo.
इम्यूनिटी बूस्टिंग विटामिन्स A, D and E के साथ फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सनफ्लावर ऑयल में खाना बने लाइट। फॉर्च्यून सनफ्लावर ऑयल वेरी वेरी लाइट।
बच्चों आज ही whiteheadjunior.com पर प्री कोडिंग क्लास बुक करें। दुनिया का बेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म कोडिंग सीखने के लिए।
Oh, he's found a gap, just eased it into that space and extra cover. Well, the key for Manish Pandey is to use this burst of form he's got going. Kohli apologetic to maybe de Villiers there for that slightly wild throw. But look at that, just places it. All about timing, the art of batting. You can have the physical power, but if you time it, it'll go and go and go.
And that adjustment in terms of timing has to be made for each different condition that you are up against. It could be the pitch, it could be the pace of the ball, the swing, the seam, the turn. Playing yourself in means that you give your body and your mind the time to settle in and get into sync with what's happening out there. That's when your timing becomes perfect. The ball races off the bat. The more you fight the conditions, the worse off you are.
Well, a full start from Washington Sundar. Amazing. We're into the fourth over and Ridhwan Saha's only faced 4 balls, just a single run. It's been a difficult area against the spinners, that area just outside off stump, as if the ball seems to be hurrying them. We saw it with Rashid Khan bowling earlier, though he does have that speed of arm and wrist. Makes the ball a hurry through. That's a very good shot. Get down really low and you're using the length of the ball just to help it's on its way to where the spaces are.
Quicker one. It was 99.7 Ks. Just allowed Ridhwan Saha to use the pace. Yes, that's one of his favorite strokes. He needs the bowler's pace as well to come. The previous ball that he played, back foot punch, was at a nice length, was slightly slower. This time he picked up the pace quicker.
Prudent field change. Ridhwan Saha, even in the earlier game, was always targeting square leg with his sweep in the first 6 overs. And the field change being made to ensure that he goes more over mid-wicket, which he doesn't seem to be as comfortable with.
Do you think that sort of look of resignation there and wonder on his face, do you think he thought the fielder was out of position? It was almost as if he'd always wanted him further behind square. Now a change, he's coming around the wicket.
It is possible. It's very important that the captain and the wicket-keeper have a really good communication out there in the middle, because both of them are entrusted with keeping an eye on field position. A wicket-keeper can see the angles a lot better than the captain, who's always talking to bowlers, thinking of his next move. So the wicket-keeper is sometimes deputized as the person who makes sure that the fielders are in their right places.
Pandey has a look around. He's looking for gaps, looking for opportunities to hit boundaries. He saw how many fielders were taking catches when he was out there. It was a very good fielding display by Sunrisers, but these catches were taken sort of 3, 4, 5 yards inside the boundary ropes, as so many of the RCB batsmen hit them, well, almost picked out the fielders. Pandey has really studied this field, doesn't want to fall the same way. That's a decent start, really is. 31 for 1 from 4.
मेरे रिटायरमेंट की बहुत फिक्र है तुम लोगों को।
हर किसी को अपने रिटायरमेंट की फिक्र होती है, मुझे शायद नहीं होगी।
मैंने फिक्र नहीं, तैयारी की है म्यूचुअल फंड्स के साथ।
म्यूचुअल फंड्स?
मैंने अपने पैसे बरसों से म्यूचुअल फंड्स पे इन्वेस्ट किए, इसलिए कह रहा हूँ रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग के लिए म्यूचुअल फंड सही है।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
नहीं पहचाना?
अनु दीदी। अरे यूएस वाली दीदी।
आप लोगों ने कभी मम्मा पापा को मुझे मिस करने का मौका ही नहीं दिया, इसलिए हैप्पी दिवाली।
इस दिवाली आप कैसे खुश करेंगे?
पापा स्टॉप, आ करो।
जर्म्स को ना करो। नया कोलगेट वेट शक्ति माउथ प्रोटेक्ट स्प्रे।
इसे लेके फैंटेसी टीम बनानी चाहिए।
Well, he's connected well. One boundary, 1-6.
Put another boundary on that now, I think. Triples into the boundary at mid-wicket.
He's placed it so well. There was a fielder there at deep square leg because he plays that flick shot up in the air, but he's played it early. Look at the connection. It's way too early, and which is the reason why it's gone away from that fielder. It's a very calculated shot, very good shot this from Manish Pandey.
He's just ticked over 2,000 IPL runs as well with that shot, Manish Pandey. Wayward. Some fine bowling performances in that Sunrisers outfit. Yeah, Sandeep Sharma, probably one of the best of them. Beautiful length, time and time again, and pace variations have been the key. An academy learned from the best. That knuckleball that just floats out, so hard to play, almost bringing about the caught and bowled from Josh Philippi. Difficult one to bowl, but if you can master it, it's becoming the go-to slower ball. Glove there, just bounced through though.
It's a difficult ball to bowl, isn't it? Because it's hard to explain. When you're cutting a ball, when you're running your fingers across a ball, it's pretty easy to do it within your usual pace of action, isn't it? Rather you talked about it than me, but when you're actually sort of slowing the release of the ball from the fingers, it's much harder to keep accelerating through your action. That's the best way to describe it, I think.
Another wide down the leg side. Yes, you're right about that knuckleball, and that's the reason why Varun Chakravarti's carom ball or flicker, Ravichandran Ashwin's flicker or carom ball, it is so difficult, but look at the mastery that they have. They must have put in hours and hours and hours in the nets trying to get that. This is just a release. They're not here. He's not trying to get the ball to turn from leg to off. He's just slowing the pace off the surface.
At the moment, Chris Morris just wants a straight one.
Yeah, the one thing you will notice with the knuckleball is that the thumb, so the thumb that's underneath the ball, they'll pinch an extra one here, extra two actually, in fact. Man on the boundary out there is asleep, and it just looks a little bit like RCB are a little bit asleep at the moment as well. But yeah, the thumb that's under the ball, normally when you see a normal seam-up delivery, you'd see just the tip of the thumb on the ball. But what happens with the knuckleball, actually a lot more of the thumb is on the ball because it's got to be pushed back in against the knuckles. And you've got to be able to hold the ball in there, which is the difficult part of it. Few around have really perfected it. Oh my goodness. Nothing going right for Chris Morris tonight. The radar all wrong.
Well, Chahal let it go. The question was whether there was any need to throw it, because the non-striker was going to be back in the crease. Sometimes these little overthrows can cost you a match when it's a very close game. Chahal should have stopped that.
Well, you just got to put yourself in Chris Morris's mind here. I mean, this is a pretty challenging thing in itself. You bowled 3 wides in an over. You know, he's already turned this into a 9-ball over. He bowled a wide first ball of the innings. They're all wides down the leg side, which tells you that he's putting the ball there rather than bowling it. And it's difficult. You know, you run in and you're nervous. You have to be. It's a steady himself. You can sense he takes a deep breath, turns now.
Races away for 4. It was a very good over from a Sunrisers Hyderabad point of view. 15 from it, 46 for 1.
Getting ahead means getting started. I found the support I needed on LinkedIn to start learning again and move closer to my goal. I learned that the best way to move forward is together. Take your next step with LinkedIn.
हाय, मेरा नाम जगजीत सिंह है। मैं दिल्ली से हूँ। मेरे दोस्त ने मुझे एमपीएल के बारे में बताया और एमपीएल में बहुत सारी गेम्स हैं, पर पूल मेरा सबसे फेवरेट गेम है। मैं खेलने लगा और जल्द ही जीतने भी लगा। एमपीएल की जीत से मैंने अपने दोस्तों के साथ गोवा ट्रिप प्लान किया है। एमपीएल ऐप पे आप भी जीत सकते हो।
डाउनलोड नाउ फ्रॉम mpl.live।
अब क्या डरना।
जी हाँ, जब कैंट का सबसे शुद्ध पानी है तो बीमारियों से क्या डरना।
डन भाई कैसे कर रहा है? नया जिलेट गार्ड 3 3 ब्लेड्स के साथ जिलेट गार्ड 3। Gift your loved ones the latest electronics. Get attractive offers, no cost EMI and bank discounts. Amazon Great Indian Festival gifting happiness days.
बच्चों, आज ही whiteheadjunior.com पर प्री कोडिंग क्लास बुक करें। दुनिया का बेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म कोडिंग सीखने के लिए।
इम्यूनिटी बूस्टिंग विटामिन A, D and E के साथ फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सनफ्लावर ऑयल में खाना बने लाइट। फॉर्च्यून सनफ्लावर ऑयल, वेरी वेरी।
Ahmed Siraj into the attack. No runs. Boundary off the last ball of the previous over for Manish Pandey. Contender for the Ultras super striker of the match already, 25 from 16, striking at 156.
Well, the Jew is definitely playing a part, but even so, that
just over the head of mid-on and away to the boundary for 4. Not perfectly timed, good enough though.
He's trying to take advantage of the field restrictions in the first 6 overs. Just 2 outside the circle, so looking to go over the top. Yes, you're right. Didn't time it well, but these are small boundaries.
yes, a comparison between the 2 bowling performances so far actually doesn't really bear comparison. So much better with Sunrisers Hyderabad. So we will offer the excuse of the ball, but also the quality of performance. It's a very humid, damply humid evening. I mean, I know humidity is always damp, but you know what I mean by that. Some nights are more humid and wetter than others, and they're having to clean them, dry the ball thoroughly after every single moment it spends on the grass. It's you see, look at that, clear really.
glistening droplets. Pulls this one. Well, not perfectly timed. Which Philippi can clean up. Just a couple. Well, after tonight's encounter, we've got a double-header Sunday and then 2 matches Monday and Tuesday. It kicks off tomorrow. Chennai Super Kings up against Kings 11 Punjab.
Beware the wounded Super King. That's the message there. Kings 11 have to win. They've had a great run. They got a beating. Now they have to find all their courage and their mojo once more.
Oh, nice. Oh, good pace. SRH. Yeah, and just some permutations for you to look at with Chennai Super Kings, Kings 11 Punjab, and even tonight's contest. 14.3 overs is the key tonight for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. If they do that, the Sunrisers Hyderabad, that will mean that the Royal Challengers Bangalore RCB's run rate will go below where Kings 11 Punjab's run rate is. Yes, they'll still be on 14 points, but the run rate will drop below Kings 11 Punjab's run rate. Puts them in danger, down in 4th place. Oh, goodness, what a shot that is. Short, and Saha says, I'll have some of that out of the park.
Got into position so quickly, didn't he? A couple of deliveries ago, that bouncer was well aimed around the right shoulder. He wasn't able to control it, just got 2 runs. This time he's got inside the line very, very quickly, and there it is. Nicely played, very nicely played. Would have been a 6 on any ground.
That's a very good power play of batting from the Sunrisers Hyderabad, chasing a modest total. They are almost halfway there after just 6 overs. Umpire taps the watch, and we all know what that means. We're heading for a Seat Tyres strategic timeout.
इस 2.5 मिनट के टाइम आउट में क्या हो सकता है? आप खुशियां घर ला सकते हैं क्योंकि चल रहा है Amazon Great Indian Festival. नो कॉस्ट EMI, एक्सचेंज ऑफर्स, बड़ी डील, सब कुछ है. तो जल्दी कीजिए.
फास्ट. रजत, बॉलिंग कर.
अरे अभी 3 बॉल बाकी है.
बूम बूम, यहाँ फास्ट नहीं चलता है. तेरा मिनी ओवर. चल, कोने कट ले.
Dream11. Introducing Byju's classes.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Byju's. इंडिया के बेस्ट टीचर्स बच्चों को पढ़ाएंगे, मेंटर्स डाउट सॉल्व करेंगे और 1-on-1 पर्सनल अटेंशन भी देंगे.
थैंक यू.
हाई क्वालिटी वीडियोस तो हैं ही Byju's ऐप पर. तो आज ही ट्रायल क्लास बुक करो. विजिट byju's.com. Byju's क्लासेस हैं तो प्रोग्रेस है.
सुपरस्टार या केयरिंग मॉम. अगर मैं दोनों हो सकती हूँ तो मेरा घर क्यों नहीं? बर्जर सिल्क. ब्रीथ इजी. ये ग्लैमरस है और मेरे घर को भी प्रोटेक्ट करता है बैक्टीरिया, वायरस और पोल्यूशन से. सिल्क का एहसास, चैन की सांस.
Work hard, that's my style, yo. Work hard, it's my life, yeah.
मॉम, अगली दिवाली तक हो जाएगी. Dusting.
Eye autofocus on Vivo V20 keeps you in focus even while moving. Delight every moment. Vivo.
मैगी मसाला अनियन पोहा, चुनिंदा चावल से बने पोहे, भुने प्याज और जायका खास मसालों का सब है इसमें. तो बस गरम पानी डालें, मिलाएं और सिर्फ 4 मिनट में तैयार. मैगी मसाला अनियन पोहा from Nestle.
The 2020 TVS Apache RR310, crafted to overcome, crafted to outperform.
Done. भाई कैसे कर रहा है? नया Gillette Guard 3 3 ब्लेड्स के साथ. Gillette Guard 3.
Easy ride.
How was your ride? It was an easy ride.
MRF Milo Grip, easy ride.
ये चौका, वो छक्का, कभी रन आउट तो कभी कैच. लक्स कोजी पहन के देखो आपका फेवरेट मैच. लक्स कोजी, सुनो तो अपने दिल की.
Join the Geo Fiber movement today. Visit geo.com now.
We can change it.
That's the end of the CH Tyres strategic timeout, 58 for 1. Sunrisers at the moment making fairly short work of this chase, 121 required.
And if anybody can turn the game RCB's way, it's going to be this man, Yajwendra Chahal. Very, very clever bowler.
It's quite incredible, the two sides that looked like they were cruising into the top 4. Delhi Capitals, Royal Challengers Bangalore. Their last encounter could come down to a winner-takes-all, a quarter-final, so to speak. Place in the top 4 available. And they've both been on the downward slide in the last 3 to 4 matches. Incredible that the Capitals, their fall from grace has been phenomenal. Average turn for Yajwendra Chahal. A lot more. He certainly rips the ball. Turns that leg. He's bowled a lot straighter this year as well. And Rongan has been a very useful weapon for him. The partnership comes up between Riddhiman Saha and Manish Pandey. Good, and just 5 innings together.
Rashid Khan bowled from the other end. Whether there's anything in that, you tend to, generally in cricket, if you see somebody have success at one end and then you have a very similar bowler, you're going to want him to see if he can get the same success. This is a slightly longer hit for 6 straight down the ground.
There is the stylish Altros. Full display throughout this IPL. Gold standard of hatchbacks. Flight straight up. Who wants it? Morris. Get in. Big man. Big hands. Comfortable. Very comfortable indeed. You said it, Sonny G. There's one man can turn it for them. It is this little fella here.
And what a silly shot. What an unnecessary shot. Your asking rate is 4.5. With no need to go for the 6s. You can work the ball in 1s and 2s, hit it along the ground. But against the turn, looking to play it to the onside. Yes, you can look down as much as you want, Mr. Pandey, but you're walking back to the pavilion. 60 for 2. And Pandey's gone for 26.
जीजू
पेटीएम कर रहा हूँ।
पेटीएम केवाईसी नहीं कराया मैंने।
तो जाओ करा के आओ।
भैया ना पेटीएम केवाईसी चाहिए ना वॉलेट, बस आपका फोन नंबर चाहिए। पेटीएम पे नंबर डाला और पैसे सीधे भैया के बैंक अकाउंट से आपके बैंक अकाउंट में।
हमेशा नुकसान ही कराई हो।
दोनों का फायदा हुआ है भैया।
पेटीएम करो।
मेरी टीम खेल रही है और आपकी माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
मेरी मंच में कैरमल पॉपकॉर्न का टेस्ट ला दे।
मंच क्रिस्प पॉप। इसमें है क्रंची वेफर, डिलीशियस कोटिंग।
No run there. No run at all. Wicket, you called it, Sonny. Maybe Chahal is a contender. The Ultras Dream11 game changer. Got the car in my head.
Well, they made a mess of chasing 126 at Dubai about a week or so ago. It's only because of shots like that. But there's no need to play shots like that. Take a chance, take a risk against the spin. So, 121. It was a similar kind of total that they messed up. got out for 111, if I recall correctly. 126 they were chasing. Well, they keep playing shots like that, they could be in for another loss.
Still no. Lovely start for Yuzvendra Chahal. 7 gone, 60 for 2.
अरे सारे ग्लासेस कहाँ गए?
आपने कहा था ना give water to guests.
कौन से गेस्ट?
Yes.
Now get water easily. Kelvinator refrigerator with front water dispenser. Kelvinator, ready for anything.
है ना?
कॉलेज का है ना?
भैया दीदी के शादी में धूम मचानी है।
अरे लेकिन पहले अच्छा मैच तो दिखाओ।
टीवी से लेकर 2 व्हीलर लोन पे धमाकेदार डील्स with HDFC Bank Festive Fees अब all is possible.
The TVS Apache RTR series with race-tuned fuel injection. Performance evolution. RTR revolution. Racing DNA. Unleashed.
मेरी मंच में कैरमल पॉपकॉर्न का टेस्ट ला दे।
मंच क्रिस्प पॉप। इसमें है क्रंची वेफर, डिलीशियस कोटिंग और कैरमल पॉपकॉर्न जैसा टेस्ट। मंच क्रिस्प पॉप।
ये मैं कर लेता हूँ, तब तक आप ड्रीम 11 पे टीम बना लो।
Dream 11, make your team now.
Good single.
He's a calm, cool, collected batsman. Kane Williamson. Sunrisers have to win. They will need him to be there right till the end. They should forget about getting runs the next number of overs, 14 overs. So their first target should be to simply win. Strike rate 136, 13 times gone past the 50 mark. That's a terrific record in 50 matches. So virtually every fourth match is going past the 50. That is terrific.
Push for 2 here, Chahal. Can't stop it. Good running. Fine innings here again. Reddyman Saha was slow to get underway. 9 from 9. Just working it round nicely.
Yeah, 25 from 20 balls. 26 from 20 balls, is it? And I'll just quickly reflect on this. In fact, Sunrisers Hyderabad 4th. Chennai Super Kings at the top of the Paytm Fair Play Award. Mumbai Indians who are top of the points table, 3rd in that league of approved behaviour by the headmaster. Yeah, so what Reddyman Saha has done since the wicket is just knock it around for 3 or 4 singles, as if he has worked out. What you don't want now is a cock-a-hoop Royal Challengers team who get another wicket and start to believe you do your best to squash that with the way you bat. He's very good at those changes of pace, is Surudana.
And I'd like to get a short gully in place. Skipper Kohli. Oh man, and almost at a regulation gully, just a little bit finer, like a very short third man. It's Kane Williamson's go-to, just to dab it down in that area and turn the strike over. If you're going to bowl off stump just outside, another man inside the circular, I don't see Williamson in his first 8-10 runs taking risks. So try and block the one, make him take a risk. Get that man into that position. Nicely bowled. 8 gone at 64 for 2.
जीते चाहे कोई भी रंग, यारी जश्न मनाती है, यारी हर रंग जिताती है। सबसे चैंपियन यार मेरे, जाने क्यों नहीं कह पाती है। गले लगा के यारों को कह दो ना यूं ही एक बार, नंबर 1 अपनी यारी, तू मेरा नंबर 1 यार।
Happy birthday!
Happy Holi. Don't stress. A machine wash will clean it.
These are kitchen stains, darling. Only dry cleaning will work.
Surprised modern husband?
Yes.
Presenting Tide Ultra, whose stain magnets remove the toughest of kitchen stains easily and give you stainless white.
For stainless white,
there's new Tide.
Burgess Hill. Breathe easy. ये ग्लैमरस है और मेरे घर को भी प्रोटेक्ट करता है बैक्टीरिया, वायरस और पोल्यूशन से।
Seems a very, very easy target for the Sunrisers from here on. There's a polite inquiry. Did he get a hand on it? Yuzwinder Chahal is very confident that he did get his fingertips on it.
Third umpire to director. Referral for run out. Need to see whether the ball touched the fielder's hand first, please. Just roll it, roll it. Yeah, please. Thank you. Just roll it back. Yeah, one more time. One more back. Yeah, please. Slow, nice and slow. Yeah, go back to the previous angle, director. Yeah, thank you. Just roll it back. Yeah. Just one more time. Just roll it one more time. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Can you roll it, please? Can't conclusively say the ball has touched the finger here. So I made my decision. My decision is not out. Repeat, not out.
Yeah, not conclusive for Shamsuddin, the third umpire, to overturn or make any other decision than whatever the decision has already been made by the on-field umpires. An animated discussion, just inquiry. Yuzwinder Chahal is convinced that he got a fingertip on it. Virat Kohli just confirming with the umpire that what happens next. He did get a fingertip on it. Real time, this is what happened. Yuzwinder Chahal straight away went up and he was convinced that he got a fingertip on it, and there, slight deviation just confirms it as well. But we are not the one who making the decision. The third umpire wasn't convinced that he needs to declare. Kane Williamson out. Game progresses. Sunny ji, your thoughts?
Well, what the umpire said, the TV umpire said, was that he wasn't sure. In any case, he was going to be not out because he'd reached the crease. As he grounded his bat, yes, it looks as if he's grounded his bat. So it would have been not out in any case. And the reason why the TV umpire said that not out was because there was no conclusive evidence to his eyes that the ball had clicked Chahal's fingers. In any case, the fact of the matter is that Williamson had reached the crease.
And yes, the question only by the on-field umpires to the TV umpire has been that whether it touched the fingertips of the fielder or the bowler in this case or not. It wasn't to the next level where he had to show the next replay and decide whether there was a run out or not. Yes, on the second frame, as we have the luxury of seeing those replays, just a confirmation that Kane Williamson was comfortably back in his crease. But Wriddhiman Saha marches on. He's looked as a very controlled figure in the Sunrisers batting out there. Manish Pandey looked good for his 26, and he was livid with the stroke that he played to get out.
Well, this man's a very clever bowler, very, very canny bowler. Tempts the batsman playing such shots. There, he's tossed the ball up nicely. What a fine over this is. What a terrific over this from Yuzvendra Chahal. Just 2 runs, 3 dot balls, and he's struggling to grip the ball because of the dew. Every ball he's wiping, taking the towel, which is stuck at the back of his trousers. Every ball, because the dew factor over here is tremendous.
Not a huge amount of turn. The batsman, instead of trying to play the sweep or 2 square, and use his feet, hit down the ground a little bit more. The run rate required is quite comfortable at just under 5. Then must make sure it doesn't go up past 7 from here onwards.
Lovely over. Excellent from Yuzvendra Chahal, the go-to man of Virat Kohli. 67 for 2.
आज कौन सा टेस्ट है? सर वो सडन ब्रेकिंग टेस्ट करना था ना? ओ तेरी, मैं क्रैश टेस्ट डमी हूँ. डमी नहीं, जान मुझे भी प्यारी है यार. SRH Secure Drive. बात सेफ्टी की. Don't be a dummy. Switch to SRH Secure Drive.
Do your thing. Instagram Reels.
अब डिसइंफेक्टिंग सजा नहीं, मजा है. नया Savlon Surface Disinfectant Spray. No tension for surface disinfection. Savlon.
That's a polite inquiry of a run out as well. They need to make things happen. The RCB bowlers, a full toss like this and a gift will be happily accepted by Wriddhiman Saha and the Sunrisers team.
Not a great start by Isuru Dana. First ball, a waist-high full toss. Beautifully placed by Wriddhiman Saha. Didn't try to hit it too hard, just through extra cover, away from that sweeper.
It's so important when the previous over has been bowled so tightly that from the other end, another tight over follows.
Quick run. It's so very important for RCB bowlers just to be convinced enough to continue after having bowled a couple of good overs, creating an opportunity just to ensure that there are no slip-ups in the field by the bowlers. They've got to get wickets. That's the only chance that they can make a strong comeback in this game. Runner ball is not going to stop the Sunrisers from chasing down this total. No ball, that will be an extra. Should be called one. Williamson is unhappy. He's convinced that it wasn't.
Was it, I'm not sure whether the rule has changed at any time. Was it waist or shoulder high? Surely it wasn't a bumper, was it?
Yeah, well, The ball slipping from Udana's fingers once again. He's shaking his head. He is shaking his head. Williamson. He's too much of a gentleman to do anything other than shaking his head.
Yeah, they're just having a little chat there, umpires. They're just looking at the ball, not discussing whether that was a no ball or not. They're just wanting to reassess whether they need a change of ball because it just looks a little hammered. The previous one that we up here thought that should have been called a no ball, about waist high, wasn't. Back at the hand delivery.
अपना फोन पे उधर चलेगा?
चलेगा सर।
उधर
पक्का चलेगा।
और उधर
चलेगा चलेगा।
और उधर
चलेगा सर, पर उधर
शालू के लिए।
कौन शालू?
कौन शालू?
फोन पे क्यूआर से पे करो, गारंटीड कैशबैक पाओ।
इसे लेके फैंटेसी टीम बनानी चाहिए, तो आप बना ले।
अब gamesy.com पे ऐप डाउनलोड करो, खेलो लाइव मैच में 5 ओवर के छोटे कॉन्टेस्ट, पॉइंट्स कमाओ और जीतो।
Joins from here on.
Change of ball, change of luck.
They're missing the fans, but we do get a few guests around to sit and enjoy this lovely game, lovely setting. And those who can't, they enjoy it through this virtual guest box. Sponsor representatives enjoying the match from the comfort of their homes. And that's what we like. We like them to be entertained. We like them to enjoy the sport. Stay safe and stay well. Well, the action continues here in Sharjah. There's a lot of cricket coming around. Once the league stages of the men's IPL gets over, it's the women T20 challenge that's going to be up with the likes of 3 stalwarts in Indian cricket. Smriti Mandhana, Mithali Raj and Harmanpreet Kaur leading their respective sides. 74 for 2.
टैक्सी टैक्सी हाँ, जब तुम ब्रश करते हो तो बाहर के जर्म्स टैक्सी करके तुम्हारे मुंह के अंदर आ जाते हैं। नया कोलगेट जिगजैग एंटीबैक्टीरियल, इसके एंटीबैक्टीरियल ब्रिसल्स बाहर के बैक्टीरिया को दूर रखे। आपका ब्रश है या जर्म्स के लिए टैक्सी?
नया जिगजैग कोलगेट का पहला एंटीबैक्टीरियल टूथब्रश।
Come on, not easy, not easy.
आजा।
आउट हो गया। That's out, yes, that's out.
बाउंड्री है।
अरे खड़ूस के स्कूटर पे लगना आउट है ये।
यार चौका है।
कितनी बार बताएंगे? तू फुट चल।
बैट तो मेरा है।
नहीं तो धोनी होगा ना, घर का होगा। जा।
Dream11
Join the Geo Fiber movement today. Visit geo.com now.
But are much ahead. 74 for 2. This man started very well in the last game, continued the domination and a match-winning knock of 87. Was a little injured, felt stiffness in his muscles. Couldn't come out there to do the wicket-keeping job. But good to see him recover and come back strongly. Punished. One bounce into the boundary. 4.
Not an easy shot to play at all against the turn. Quick feet down the ground to the pitch. Made sure the ball had no room to turn before it hit the bat. And the placement, the front foot opening up, giving him all the room to hit it over short mid-wicket. An exceptional shot by Ridhiman Saha. Can't blame the bowler, it was a good ball, but the pitch is not really holding on to that seam and allowing for any turn.
such a skill for the bowler to be able to grip this ball and get this to release just exactly the way he wants it. A lot of cricket has been played at this venue, and even the last game of men's IPL is going to be at this beautiful ground in Sharjah, succeeded rather, with this women's T20 challenge. A lot of new faces will be in action who've never been a part of the women's T20 challenge. A lot of youngsters coming through from Indian cricket alongside the international stalwarts. Ayabonga Kaka Sune Lewis from South Africa, along with Deandra Dotton from the West Indies. The women's will be in action, and it's going to be at this very venue, 4th, 5th, 7th and 9th of November.
Smart cricket this from Kane Williamson, knocking the ball around. Saha been using his feet well, 38 of 30. 41 now needed of 57. And maybe Kohli should look to have one fielder in the slips, or maybe one at short mid-on for the drive.
Is it just better batting by the Sunrisers in comparison to what we saw from the RCB? I'll say that the wicket has become much better, Sanga.
I think the pitch has slightly got better. As we ask the question, who has the better googly, Chahal or Rashid? I'll leave that to the viewers. It's also a case of attitude, intent and clarity. These are very important things in T20 cricket. When the RCB openers were batting, there were a lot of dot balls, no real intention to rotate strike, but just to try and hit boundaries on a difficult pitch. Put themselves under pressure, batsmen had to go for big shots. And unlike this quick running, this quick communication, there was not much of it. And that put a lot of pressure not just on Philippi and Padikkal, but also on Kohli and AB de Villiers and the rest. The Sunrisers batsmen, a lot more organised. When they do commit to a shot, they're fully committed. They try and hit the gaps. When the pace is not there, they try and run hard, and that is why they're well ahead of this game. I think RCB were about 25-30 runs short of where they should have been, even with the start they got. But whatever the pitch is, if you're decisive and you're clear in your mind as to how you want to play, the conditions doesn't seem to matter. Even in white ball, in red ball, you have periods where batsmen are getting beaten, and suddenly a batsman comes in and is intent on being positive. He leaves well, plays well, defends, attacks well, and suddenly the swing and seam seems to be negated. Oh, and beautifully bowled, flighted, a little bit of turn. Ridhiman Saha out of the crease to try and hit it over extra cover, and he falls to some beautiful bowling by Chahal.
8 runs already of the over. He hit a boundary using his feet, then he hit it over mid-wicket. Look at that, what a beauty, what a beauty. Drew him forward into that shot, tempted him, left him stranded, and de Villiers completing the stumping. He's played his part though, 39 of 32, 3 down 82 now.
बहुत हो गया, इस साल दिवाली के लिए नया फर्नीचर बनवा लेते हैं। हाँ यार, घर हट के महीनों हो गए। एक नई चेयर, एक नया बेड प्लीज। कारपेंटर का नंबर मिलेगा?
एक नया टेबल तो बनता है।
अरे तरुण, घर नहीं जाना क्या?
नहीं, आज रात यहीं रुकूंगा।
अरे इतना काम?
इतना काम नहीं, वाह इतना काम।
लगे रहे।
दिल खोल के तो देखो, दुनिया खुल जाएगी। फेसबुक।
धीरे, अरे टेंशन नहीं धोनी भाई।
संभल।
धोनी भाई, मैं ठीक हूँ।
अरे तू नहीं, मेरा फ्लोर।
फ्लोर भी ठीक है।
इंडिगो फ्लोर पेंट, सब कुछ सहे, सालों साल चले। इंडिगो।
focus, selfie camera for super clear pictures, even from a distance. Delight every moment. Vivo.
बच्चों आज ही whiteheadjunior.com पर प्री कोडिंग क्लास बुक करें। दुनिया का बेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म कोडिंग सीखने के लिए।
Easy ride.
How was your ride? It was an easy ride.
MRF Milo Grip. Easy ride.
Look at the way this ball's been tossed up. It's been tossed wide as well, not at the stumps. Beautiful, beautiful bowling. This from Yuzvendra Chahal.
Exactly what a spinner wants in terms of beating a batsman in flight and then turn. It's been excellent for RCB. Chahal, excellent for India. And this particular format, he's been absolutely brilliant.
Slightly uppish. Hard hands through to the ball. But just before that dismissal of Wriddhiman Saha, before the last ball that Yuzvendra Chahal was about to bowl, there was a little chat between Virat Kohli and Yuzvendra Chahal. And that little chat actually went on for nearly 8 to 10 seconds. We showed just a little glimpse of it. And then this followed. You have to agree that that was a ploy. That was a setup.
What kind of a setup, Anjum?
The idea was to just bowl the ball outside the off stump, slightly slower through the air, and ask Wriddhiman Saha to come attacking towards the leg spinner, and it actually worked.
I think there was this famous incident when Shane Warne and Ian Healy got together just before the last ball of the day. I think it was with Basit Ali maybe, or another batsman. They had a chat for about 2 minutes. Warney went and bowled one around the legs and bowled Basit Ali. They asked him what was said, and they said they were just talking nonsense for 2 minutes just to delay the game and put some doubt in the batsman's mind as to what they were going to bowl. A ploy in itself.
Don't worry, we'll have the time. We'll have the time to get the discussion going as to what was the chat on that delivery. Well, the body language, Saniji, for sure told. It does speak that it must have been a decision or a thought given to the spinner as he picked up his 20th wicket, Yuzvendra Chahal. What must have been, what difference can he get on that last ball? What difference can he make? How more can he make Wriddhiman Saha wait and create a false shot from him? He was able to do it. Calls for two. It's taken the one quickly. Decides against it. This man, the expectation will be that he can take his team to a comfortable victory. Abhishek Sharma has had a couple of good knocks in this Dream11 IPL already. Safely negotiated. 12 gone, 87 for 3.
अगली साल हम भी मनाएंगे।
लिखो।
फोन मस्त है।
सुनो, हैप्पी दिवाली।
किसी की लाइफ में दिवाली बनो। Oppo F17 Pro Diwali Edition. Be the light to spread the light.
Coping with the job change in these times hasn't been easy. Posting on LinkedIn helped me find opportunities faster than I expected. When one door shut, my network helped me open another. Take your next step with LinkedIn.
ये चौका, वो छक्का, कभी रन आउट तो कभी कैच। लक्स कोजी पहन के देखो आपका फेवरेट मैच। लक्स कोजी सुनो तो अपने दिल की।
Introducing Byju's classes. तो आज ही ट्रायल क्लास बुक करो। Visit byjus.com. Byju's classes है तो प्रोग्रेस है।
Amazing, amazing. Assume nothing. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Cricket is not to be trusted.
Slower ball, I think, wasn't it, from Udana down at 118 kilometres per hour, stuck in the wicket. Williamson threw the shot too early, off speed, reached out for it. Kohli takes the catch. It was Kane Williamson who caught Virat Kohli. It's now Virat Kohli catching Kane Williamson. Big wicket, 8 from 14, it's 87 for 4.
गिफ्ट पसंद आया? भाभी थैंक यू सो मच।
इसकी क्या जरूरत थी? दिवाली है।
हैप्पी दिवाली। हेमा काकी के लिए गिफ्ट लेना तो भूल ही गए।
इस साल भले ही आप सबसे मिल ना पाए, त्योहार की खुशी हर साल जैसे बांटिए। खुशियाँ गिफ्टिंग डेज या करोड़ों प्रोडक्ट्स में चुनिए सबके लिए गिफ्ट्स और पाइए बैंक डिस्काउंट भी। Amazon Great Indian Festival.
Anything can happen. 1 ball, 5 runs.
स्वाद अनोखा।
कुछ स्वाद अनोखा है, जो हार न जाने, स्वाद अनोखा जो जीत ही माने।
कमला पसंद, अनोखा स्वाद।
Work hard, that's my style, yo. Work hard, it's my life, yeah.
मॉम, अगली दिवाली तक हो जाएगी डस्टिंग।
Eye autofocus on Vivo V20 keeps you in focus even while moving. Delight every moment. Vivo.
इम्यूनिटी बूस्टिंग विटामिन्स A, D and E के साथ फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सनफ्लावर ऑयल में खाना बने लाइट। फॉर्च्यून सनफ्लावर ऑयल, वेरी वेरी लाइट।
Udana, a man of many varieties.
Well, you got to say, looking at the Sunrisers batting order, Jason Holder marching in at the departure of Kane Williamson, you just want to look at that batting order and say, look, you just have to chase 34 or 46. There isn't really a big pressure, there's no rush. 4.43 is the required run rate. You can easily get this. And then comes the pressure of a chase and a must-win game for the Sunrisers. And the fact that they're playing cautious cricket.
Well, that was nicely timed. Good move into the ball from Jason Holder. Look at the end of Kane Williamson. He gets done completely, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He certainly didn't give it away. He's just gone through the shot too early. It was brilliant bowling. You put that down to Udana's clever change of pace.
You can see in Kohli's eyes, it's right up his street, this, isn't it? A little scrap. Just when one team thinks they're winning, Kohli wants to get under their skin. What a shot that is in response. Oh, he stood tall. Glorious stroke.
Well, that's certainly an unacademy cracking six. And probably it just missed cracking the windscreen of Altroz.
Landed on the roof, Anjum. I was looking out the window. I thought it skidded off the roof of the Altroz.
Well, it's unbreakable, that car. Not only is it beautiful, it's strong as an ox.
You lay a prize on that and ask Jason Holder to target it. Let's have another test. The Unbreakables.
It's a real pressure releaser. The rate comes down to 3.6. I mean, the rate is just not the issue. They've got to find a way to take wickets. Chipping away. Dream11 top 5 fantasy players. Sandeep Sharma leading the way at the moment. Jason Holder just behind. He bowled really well, and now he has the chance to add to that tally with his batting. Washington Sundar's in there. Too late now for Manish Pandey. Jason Holder, the only man, I think, well, likely to challenge Sandeep. Oh, he looks good. He got everything in sync at the moment. 13 gone and it's 96 for 4.
कहते हैं कि जिसने बचाना सीख लिया उसने जीना सीख लिया। एसी और फैन एक साथ ऑन क्यों? सुबह सुबह बल्ब जले क्यों? ये कॉमन कनेक्शन हम सब में है। सच है, बचत हमारी रग रग में है, इसलिए पॉलीकैब बिजली बचाता है और पर्यावरण भी। पॉलीकैब, कनेक्शन बचत का, कनेक्शन जिंदगी का।
देख लेना इस सीजन माई 11 गोइंग टू डिस्ट्रॉय दादा।
सर और एक मिलेगा?
दादा जरूर मिलेगा।
खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो चैंप बन के दिखाओ। माई 11 इज रेडी। और आपकी
my11circle.com पर ऐप डाउनलोड करो, अपनी टीम बनाओ और दादा के साथ खेलो। my11circle.com।
प्ले विद चैंपियंस।
As a counseling psychologist for children, I believe that everyone can help someone. When my plans for higher studies changed, I found an opportunity on LinkedIn to restart my career. To me, it's not just a job, it's who I am.
अब डिसइंफेक्टिंग सजा नहीं, मजा है। नया सैवलॉन सरफेस डिसइंफेक्टेंट स्प्रे। नो टेंशन फॉर सरफेस डिसइंफेक्शन। सैवलॉन।
पापा स्टॉप! आ करो।
जर्म्स को ना करो। नया कोलगेट।
One of them leg side. Here he comes. They ask big high. If you hit him above the pad, you know it's going over. It looked a bit leg sidey as well. Well, he's reviewing it simply because he has to, given the situation of the game. I think he's right to.
Given not out. Third umpire to director. Player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. Spin vision, please. Roll it. Yeah. Ball is passing very close to the bat. Ultra edge, please. Yeah. Yeah. Roll it nice and slow. Just go back. Freeze it next to the bat. The ball is next to the bat and there is a clear spike. I will go back to the umpire, please. Ananta, you stay with your original decision. You are on screen. Give not out, please.
Ananta got it right. And probably too high as well, given how tall Holder is, and he was on his tiptoes. Might have clipped the top of the stumps, but very good decision. And a very reasonable review. I'm sure they haven't got one left, but you get Holder now, and you do put a tremor in the ranks of the Sunrisers. What a pick-up shot that is. 2 full strokes to savour from the big Barbadian.
He might look tall and a bowler, but he is certainly better than that. He's a very fine player, Jason Holder. Loves the short ball, loves the pull shot, and that is just quality. Big long levers, too easy.
Yeah, and those strong wrists as well coming in. It was just a transfer of body weight onto the back foot. Not a lot of foot movement, not required. And you got the height to your advantage and you know how to use it. Brilliant stroke.
Oh, that'll rush away for 4 more. Now he's getting it done quickly, is Jason Holder. I'm just thinking of the great line of Barbados batsmen who would have loved to see that stroke. Not the one that went for 4 just now, but the one that went for 6 the ball before.
Yeah, he's very useful all-rounder, isn't he, Jason Holder? Proud West Indian, proud Bajan.
Yeah, and what an addition he's been to the side. In effect, you could argue he's the man replacing Bairstow. Initially, they had Bairstow, Warner and Williamson. Holder brings a bit of balance with his all-round skills. And given they got rid of Nasaha, it turned out that Bairstow, who was last year was such a triumph in the tournament and had played pretty well in the early part of this tournament, actually, was the one sacrificed to get Holder into the team.
And it just shows how tough this tournament is, how there's just little room for failure. And it might only be 1 or 2 semi-failures. And all of a sudden you find yourself with good bench strength on the sideline and someone else taking your job. The Sunrisers did it at the right time. I think they did it early enough to give themselves an opportunity. Some sides don't do that.
Abhishek would have had his heart in his mouth there.
It just shows that it's a very small boundary. When you get strokes like these, not that he didn't time it well, it was good enough to carry it over the fence, but just a little connect to the pace of Navdeep Saini. 138 Ks and just times it over the fence.
Well, it's happening in a rush. 7 needed now. We're only in the 14th over. Oh, low, that's out. He's in it straight up in the air. Yep. Just when you think one thing, something else happens.
Yeah, looking to finish it in a hurry, Abhishek. I guess at this stage you say you can't blame him. I don't mind that. That's a run rate option there. Game is done. And he's looking to make sure that they finish it inside of the 14th over. So no issue with that, just didn't time it at all. Gurpreet Singh Mann taking the catch comfortably. Navdeep Saini has the wicket. Expensive over, but Abhishek goes for 8. It's 114 for 5.
ओए, फैमिली मिस कर रहा है मतलब? हम तेरी फैमिली से कम है क्या? हाँ?
फैमिली हो तो फैमिली से रेंट नहीं लेना चाहिए ना अंकल?
ये मैं कर लेता हूँ यार, आप जाके ड्रीम 11 पे टीम बनाओ ना।
Dream 11, make your team now.
Also well played by Holder. Showed the maker's name to the ball and the bowler. Samad has come out to join him. It's 14 gone and the score's 115 for 5. Just 6 to win.
कितना हुआ?
215.
अरे कुछ तो बड़ा. चिंडे. चिंडे जोम्स चिंडे.
सेफ है. फोन पे.
ओह. चिंडे इधर भी. करते जा. चल. कर दो मिनट.
फोन पे क्यूआर से पे करो, गारंटीड कैशबैक पाओ।
नहीं पहचाना?
अनु दीदी। अरे यूएस वाली दीदी।
आप लोगों ने कभी मामा पापा को मुझे मिस करने का मौका ही नहीं दिया, इसलिए हैप्पी दिवाली।
इस दिवाली आप किसे खुश करेंगे?
बच्चों, आज ही whitehatjunior.com पर प्री कोडिंग क्लास बुक करें। दुनिया का बेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म कोडिंग सीखने के लिए।
पापा स्टॉप! आ करो।
2 for 13. Oh wow. And the match. Just slapped it straight down the ground for 6. Big man, big levers, big win for Sunrisers Hyderabad.
All 3 huge sixes from Jason Holder have been off the back foot. Wonderful striking. The contribution he's made with the ball going on from there and coming here. 26 not out and ensuring that the Sunrisers Hyderabad comfortably get home and collect those 2 crucial points, keeping their hopes alive of making it to the playoffs.
Well, they are crucial. There are 6 teams potentially could finish on 14 points. Actually, only 4 would do so because 2 games are between teams in contention. It is just a brilliant climax.
Yeah, spot on. And this, what this win does in this fashion has implications for RCB's run rate. We'll confirm that later. But it might be a bit of an issue for RCB as far as run rate's concerned as well. Brilliant performance from the Sunrisers Hyderabad.
जब दिलों को जीतने की कला आ गई, तब समझना कामयाब हो तुम। पान बहार, पहचान कामयाबी की।
पापा सर्दी के मारे ऐसे ही नाच रहे हैं। मोहल्ले वाले शादी में नचाकर वापस छोड़ जाते हैं।
इनके लिए ABW 95 ले आओ।
ABW क्या है?
अमूल बॉडी वार्नर। थैंक यू ABW, यानी अमूल बॉडी वार्नर। ABW, अब सर्दी उड़न छू।
दिवाली वाली फीलिंग बिना कुर्ते के? आइए अपना कुर्ता पहन के अपनों के साथ अपने पन के कुछ पल बिताइए, दिवाली को अपना बनाइए।
अब क्या डरना।
जी हाँ, जब कैंट का सबसे शुद्ध पानी है तो बीमारियों से क्या डरना।
यही कहूंगा कि तुम्हारी जो भी ड्रीम्स हैं सब यहाँ पर हो जाएगा, 100% गारंटी।
दौरे जमी पर स्टार प्लस पर।
They'll feel good. They have to win both their games, or had to win both their games. They've done the first job. Sunrisers picked up their first win in good fashion tonight. And a tough night for Virat Kohli, who joins the sideline now. Virat, just the runs on the board, I guess.
Yeah, look, it was never enough. We thought 140 might be a good total to sort of get into the game on that kind of wicket, which was pretty slow. But things changed drastically in the second innings. There was a lot of dew which we didn't quite predict. I think they got it right at the toss eventually. And yeah, look, in the end it was very difficult to hold the ball altogether, and that's one of the reasons why we got late in our bowling innings as well.
It looked really wet. It's as wet as it's been throughout the tournament. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, strange one, because in between we thought the weather's become pleasant. Now there wasn't any dew, and now suddenly in the last few games in Dubai and here we've seen dew. So yeah, it's the pattern keeps changing. But having said that, you need enough runs on the board regardless of how the conditions are going to change. And tonight we just didn't have enough, and I thought we weren't brave enough with the bat throughout the innings. And to give credit to them, they bowled in the right areas, used the pitch very well, and change of pace, and their spinners bowled well too.
It's the quality of this tournament that means that little cue that you're looking for is very hard to come by.
Well, look, it's a competitive tournament. I've said that time and again, and you can't take any games for lightly and any teams for granted. And the situation is in front of us. We've got to win our last game to hopefully finish in the top two. But yeah, this tournament is very competitive, and we've seen teams come back from the bottom of the table. But having said that, it makes you aware of your downfalls as a team and things that you need to correct going forward.
I know that RCB and Bangalore runs deep in your veins, but you've got to beat your Delhi boys in the last game. So, that's something that you've got to look forward to, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, it's going to be a cracker of a game. Both teams locked in at 14, and yeah, I've always been a Bangalore boy. In the IPL, never sort of drifted towards Delhi.
Oh, I know that, mate. It runs deep in your veins, the RCB colours. Good luck in the next one, Virat. It's the last one for you, and hopefully then the playoffs. But thanks for your time tonight.
Thanks, Simon. Cheers.
Yeah, always get a very honest appraisal from Virat Kohli. Just have a look at there. They cling on. 0.15 their net run rate, 14 points. The Sunrisers Hyderabad, look at that net run rate, plus 0.56. So it's the second best in the tournament. They win their next game and move to 14 points, then that will put them in very good place for the qualification scenario. Sure, that's something they're talking about. I'm sure that's something that'll please this man. Jason, Simon Dool upstairs. Well played at the end. You made it look easy.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it wasn't easy. I just felt at the end it wasn't a matter for me going in and just being tentative. I just want to be positive and finish the game.
Boys said it was getting on quite nicely. It did seem very wet. We've just heard that from Virat Kohli.
Yeah, the last couple of games have been quite a bit of dew, and we knew at the toss it was kind of crucial, and having to bowl first and then use the dew factor in our favour when we chase.
In this ground, I mean, the last two games for you guys are at this ground. Do you think it suits your bowling attack?
It's hard to say. I think it is a ground that you really rely on the toss, in my opinion. I think trying to defend runs here is quite difficult. If you bat first, you've got to try to bat teams out of the game and score quite big. And if you don't do that, you could be under pressure because you're never quite sure what's the par total on this kind of field with the dew factor. So we'll see how the last game goes. All to play for, and I think we're getting hot at the right stage of the tournament.
Yeah, as a bowling unit, yourself and all the others combined, it's a really tidy outfit, isn't it, at the moment? Everybody's doing their job.
Yeah, I think the bowlers have been outstanding. Everybody's putting up their hand when called upon. I think David has done an excellent job in rotating the bowlers and bringing bowlers on at the crucial stages. Not to forget someone like Rashid, who comes in as economical all the time and also poses a threat in terms of wickets all the time. So for us, I think we've got a really good balance. It's just a matter for us to close out this tournament well.
Main job's the bowling, but how enjoyable was that to finish it off with the bat tonight for you?
Yeah, it was pleasing. Being a replacement here in this tournament, it's been a while since I've played IPL cricket. For me, I was just longing for another opportunity, and I got the opportunity in this toss around. So just trying to make the most of it.
Yeah, well, you certainly did tonight, Jason. Thanks very much for your time. Well done.
Thank you.
121 for 5. They did it comfortably in the end, Sunrisers Hyderabad. Dream Saha, as he did in the previous game, got them off to a decent start. David Warner went early out to Washington Sundar. Manish Pandey and Dream Saha took the score from 10 through to 60. Partnership of 50. Little stumble in the middle with Williamson and Abhishek, with Jason Holder finishing things off very nicely and very quickly, in fact, with the bat. Toiled hard, didn't they? Yuzvendra Chahal, the pick of the bowlers, 2 for 19, 3.1. Navdeep Saini a little bit expensive tonight. Washington Sundar opened the bowling with the new ball, but we heard from skipper Kohli that it was very wet. Struggling to hold on to the ball, and you could see that with the way that it was just coming onto the bat a bit nicer, and all of the bowlers, all of the fielders with towels and looking to keep that ball as dry as possible. A tough night for the bowlers. Asked to bat first they were this afternoon or early evening in Sharjah. RCB just posting 120 for 7. Josh Philippi with 32 and AB de Villiers 24, the chief contributors. Sandeep was brilliant with the ball, as was Natharajan, and the Sunrisers replied with 121 for 5. The Sunrisers Hyderabad winning by 5 wickets. Just a reminder now, they've jumped into the top 4 courtesy of that positive run rate. Royal Challengers Bangalore yet to get a Q beside their name. They faced the Delhi Capitals in their last game of the Dream11 IPL 2020. It's coming down to the final 4 encounters, as so often happens in this IPL.
The thrill of the Dream11 IPL 2020 continues as the Sunrisers get past RCB, which means one thing: we've got to wait till the last day of the league phase to find our 4 playoff contenders. That is how good the Sunrisers were today. Disappointment for RCB, Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers. It was Jason Holder that took them over the line. It wasn't easy. They were made to work for it, but they got the job done in the end. A night that belongs to these men in orange, not so much to RCB, and what a disappointing night it's got to be if you're an RCB fan. Brett Lee, Graham Swan on the guitar in our studios here on Baiju's Cricket Live. How disappointing must it be for RCB, though, to come into a big match like this, big, a crucial encounter, and have their batsmen fail?
They just got blown away, didn't they? And for me personally, it was just that right from the start. Losing early wickets, Kohli getting out to that wonderful ball there from Sandeep Sharma first and foremost, but great captaincy from David Warner, and as I say, Kane Williamson. But Kane Williamson caught the catch, but David Warner made the keeper cut the stump, so Brett Kohli couldn't get out of his crease. The wickets just kept tumbling and tumbling and tumbling. They didn't make a big total. At the end of the day, they lost by almost 6 overs.
And Swanee, they just laid a great trap for Virat Kohli, didn't they, SRH, and he fell right into it.
Yeah, it was a wicket that was never going to suit Virat Kohli. It's such a slow pitch. You see that only managing to get 120 on there. It's just, oh dear. But it was sluggish, wasn't it? The whole innings, it was like they were batting in treacle. No pace on the ball, no pace off the pitch. So it was very well done from Sunrisers. I thought they bowled beautifully and they batted well, even though it looked like they were just going to choke a bit at the end. But not when big Jason Holder got in. Huh?
He was sensational, Jason Holder. But let's just talk about the bowling of the Sunrisers. Bigger, you mentioned it earlier, the setup to someone like Virat Kohli. They had the keeper back, then they figured that he was taking a few steps down the wicket to Sandeep Sharma. Saha, talk us through that.
Well, he likes to use his feet, doesn't he? And that's the thing about Kohli. He's such a a great player, and like I don't know if you come to jib, but what Kohli likes to do, and I'll give you a little batting demo. Kohli likes to get out of the crease and actually hit the ball through the covers, but as soon as the keeper comes up, he can't leave his crease. So if Swanee's going to be my keeper, if he goes out and I miss the ball, he's going to get stumped. So then what he had to do, he had to push for the ball because it wasn't the right length to hit. Pushes the ball, Kane Williamson, thank you, Suey, and he's done. So wonderful bit of captaincy from David Warner, and it's a key wicket. That's what he does here, right? He moves out of the crease, he gets off strike, and then the helmet goes on. Saha comes up to the wicket. David Warner says, stay in your crease. Bang, tries to get the ball on the up. Goes okay. Happens again. Boom, out. Kane Williamson in the right spot. Beautiful bit of captaincy, great bit of bowling, and well done to Sunrisers Hyderabad.
You'll notice how, even though I came up, I didn't put a helmet on. I'm not saying I'm braver, but...
That's because of what is within the skull as well, Swanee, just saying. But just going to move across and move away from that now. Swanee gives us our laugh. Let's see a few more laughs on the faces of the Sunrisers heading down for the post-match presentation.
No doubt about it, Sunrisers Hyderabad are on a charge. One game to go and the playoff hope lives on. Let's begin by thanking our sponsors. BCCI send messages of thanks to Dream11, Tata Ultras, Unacademy, Cred, Paytm and Seat Tyres for their ongoing support. It's hugely appreciated. Let's begin with the Dream11 Game Changer of the Match Award, a trophy and 1 lakh rupees, 87 fantasy points tonight for Jason Holder. Well done, Jason. In fine fettle with the bat as well as ball tonight. And now to the Ultras Super Striker of the Match Award. Again, a trophy and a cheque for 1 lakh rupees. Same man. He made 26 runs. He bowled cheaply. A strike rate of 2.6 or 260, I should say. And it's Jason Holder again. Brilliant. 26 in just 10 balls to win the game. A couple of wickets fairly came in and smashed it around. Played some brilliant strokes and was somewhere near his very best. I think when he gets his timing going, it's not a question so much of power and muscle for him. All to do with his ability to strike the ball. And the one down the ground, almost dismissive as well. Brilliant stuff from Jason Holder. Great to see him playing as well as he is. Okay, and now to the Unacademy Let's Crack It Sixes Award. Again a trophy, again 1 lakh rupees. 3 sixes hit tonight. Jason is back on the stage. You won't be able to get them all home. Another look at his stroke play. He's got a lot of long levers, they sure help. That's tall. He's a very, very tall man. When he's swinging freely and timing it, he's something to behold. Great stuff from Jason Holder. Now to the Cred Power Player of the Match Award. Again, a trophy and a cheque for 1 lakh rupees. 2 for 13 off his spell tonight of 3 overs. Sandeep Sharma. Really nice to see the ball swing. I really like the way that he hustles in, gets it nice and full, gives himself a chance to hit the stumps, which he does often. And a good use of pace too, and that key wicket, Virat Kohli smacking it into the midriff of Kane Williamson at short extra cover. A huge moment in the match, actually, as it derails RCB. Okay, let's turn to the Sunrisers captain, David Warner. Things are suddenly going very well.
Yeah, look, obviously when you coming here against these guys, you've got to beat the top 2 teams to, try and progress, and we've got 1 more to go. And obviously back at this venue against Mumbai, where they beat us last time. Yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of things in place now. You've probably got the right balance of team for a start. Yeah, we do. Obviously losing Vijay is a big miss. But for us, we've worked out, how to go about it at the top of the order. With our bowling, if we don't start well, we can bring it back through the middle. It's about, you're saying finding the right balance, but also finding the right sort of partnerships to fall in place as well. So, Look, I think all the credit today goes to the bowlers. The way that they bowled was simply superb, and to go for figures less than I think 20 here is ridiculous in your 4 overs.
And we obviously pick out Rashid Khan a lot. I would like to mention Navdeep actually, because when you get hit for 6 by AB de Villiers, you could panic, but he didn't. He stuck to the tactic, get it into the pitch on a good length, and it won the day.
Yeah, it did, and this kind of wicket now is, it's slowing up quite a bit. It's still got that nice shine, but the bowlers have to adapt it. It can't just be Yorker, it can't just be slow ball into wicket. You've still got to hit the wicket as well, and that's why I told the fast bowlers, you've got to back yourself to do that and execute it, and tonight they've done that well.
Virat was surprised at how much dew there was this evening, were you?
No, not at all.
Right. So
because Dubai has been the same, and I think when it's cooler here, it actually gets quite dewy, and when we're walking out to bowl, I felt the ground and it was actually getting wet then. So look, I wasn't surprised at all. No.
Another bonus for you, I think, is Jason Holder's all-round form. Yeah,
he's a very, very good, obviously, cricket player and a great all-rounder. And someone of his height, trying to bowl a bouncer at him out here, you've got to dig it in very short. And with this wicket being as slow as it is, it's just going to sit up. So, look, it's obviously great to have him in the team, and he's bowling exceptionally well. And to strike him like that at the end was awesome.
You've ridden a roller coaster in the tournament, but now you've found some consistency. That must be very rewarding.
It is. It's great to have that consistency and momentum moving into this last game. It's it's do or die. We know we had to win today, and obviously it's the same next game, and obviously we'll know how the ladder pans out by then too.
Yeah, great spirit in the dressing room, I'm sure. You'll go to bed tonight knowing you can still win the IPL.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what we had to do in 2016. We had to win all 3 games to win that final, and we were able to do that with a couple of scrappy games as well. So, we're winning these close ones. We obviously lost that close one last time, don't need to be reminded, but yeah, I'm just happy to get that win.
Great, well done.
Thanks,
good luck.
Thanks, Mark.
David Warner, understandably happy with the way his guys are playing. Now, the Man of the Match award, it's another cheque for 1 lakh rupees and a trophy, and I'd like to bring him forward, please. Sandeep Sharma, very difficult decision, but Sandeep, with that opening spell, picking up the key wickets of DDP, Devdutt Padikkal, and also Virat Kohli. Well done. I thought you bowled very smart tonight. You seem to have the ball under control.
Thank you. Yeah, actually, when I started bowling, the wicket was a bit sticky, so my plan was to bowl wicket to wicket and try to swing the ball, so it came up nicely tonight.
Yeah, and invariably you do swing the new white ball.
Yeah, it is swinging nicely. Obviously, it got cooler over here like last 15 days, so yeah, it is helping out.
And you work on all sorts of varieties that you seem to have mastered as well. I mean, you've used the skills of bowling particularly well.
Yeah, obviously I've been bowling knuckle ball, and I'm getting big help from Johnny Bairstow, who has been keeping me. So yeah, he has been helping me around that what deliveries and how I can go about my business. So yeah, it has been big help.
We looked very closely at your knuckleball on commentary actually, and we were all saying it's probably the hardest of all the slower balls to master.
Yeah, actually it took me around 3-4 months to land at the proper place. Yeah, it is hard delivery, but once you learn it, it is obviously difficult to read from the batter's point of view, and it is coming nicely for me at the moment.
Now talk us through your emotions when you get Virat Kohli out.
Yeah, obviously he is not one of the greatest batsmen in this this sport have seen. So yeah, obviously always getting him out is special. So enjoyed his wicket, and luckily tonight I got his wicket.
Well, congratulations. Your team must be a great dressing room to be in right now.
Yeah. Obviously now we are finding our momentum, and 1 game to go, and we are excited about that. Let's see what happens. But,
all right.
Yeah.
Great to chat to you. Congratulations. A thoroughly deserved award. Nice to see a bowler get it too.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well done. Great job, Sandeep. That concludes our presentation ceremony.
A win for Sunrisers means that they move into the top 4 courtesy that unbelievably good net run rate for them. Royal Challengers Bangalore have it all to do on Monday when they take on the Delhi Capitals in what will be a do-or-die encounter for both these sides. plenty to talk about, but also the ability of spin to squeeze the likes of AB de Villiers. Someone as good as him, we saw him perplexed a little bit, as Swanee is at the moment, looking left and right as well, but similar looks on ABD's face to Rashid Khan. But the setup there for Swanee, he didn't go after Rashid and then had to go after Nadeem.
Absolutely, and that's the danger. If you've got a gun in your side as big as Rashid, and you choose to play him out, you have to score heavily off the other people. And the other guys were just as adept at bowling on this track. I mean, it is a spinner's parallel. If you can't bowl spin on that wicket, you shouldn't be bowling spin at all. So, and when you've got the world's best spinner, it's very tricky. But, you know, when the AB and Virat go cheaply, you know you're in trouble.
Exactly, and being Swanee brought it up. Once AB and Virat were dismissed, really there wasn't anyone to take on the mantle and push things forward for RCB tonight.
I mean, there was no one really to sort of up the ante, so to speak. You know, you think about these two guys, they are the glue, you know, within the side of RCB. So you have a look there, the runs, you know, they average well when they're actually winning. When they're losing, they have a horrible average. You can see there, 19 and 26. So that to me tells exactly what's going on. These two fail, the team loses, as simple as that.
Yeah, those two fail and they did go on to lose, and that means the playoff race is wide open. We will head into the last day of the league phase to find our fourth contender. But it was a win earlier for the Mumbai Indians, a win for the Sunrisers after. We'll take a short breather and come back after this short break and talk about that man as well.
For the Sharmas, losing yourself is the new normal, and watching is the new everything. Dell's premium laptops, stunning visuals, immersive experience.
Introducing Byju's classes. तो आज ही trial class book करो. Visit byjus.com. Byju's classes हैं, तो progress है.
Saurav, which way is the match going to go?
Match? मुझे पता है which way. दादा की टीम नीचे जा रही है और मेरी टीम ऊपर.
खुद को चैंप समझते हो? तो play with champions. आपकी टीम जीतेगी या मेरी? देखते हैं My 11 Circle पे. Make your team only on My 11 Circle. Download the app now. करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे. कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ. Download the app now.
आगे मुझे बढ़ना है. क्या तू कर पाएगा?
रिस्क कौन उठाएगा?
रोक सके तो रोक ले. ये सपना फिर भी आगे बढ़ेगा. तेरा भाई कुछ बड़ा करेगा.
ओसी ब्लू, रोक सके तो रोक ले.
पैरागॉन, इंडिया का स्टाइल.
The season of smiles is here. Flat 20% off on all Titan watches. Rush now.
ये मैं कर लेता हूँ. तब तक आप ड्रीम 11 पे जाके टीम बनाइए.
Dream 11. Make your team now.
A win earlier today for those men in blue, the Mumbai Indians, defending champions, seal a top 2 spot, and that's what they wanted. Ishan Kishan was